Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Dungeons & Dragons Monday Night Mayhem!
Woo! Yeah!
What's up everybody? My name is Jeff from Super Geeked Up. Thank you very much for joining us. Sorry, Nate was distracting me with his things already going on there. Thank you very much. This is your weekly gaming show where we play Dungeons & Dragons one week, and then the other weeks we usually play some other cool fun games. Right now we're playing Lady Blackbird on the alternate weeks, which you can see next week. We are using a brand new format here to stream, as you might see if you've been a regular on our shows. So no more Google Hangouts. We're using a thing called XSplit Broadcaster. So you hopefully let us know what you think about this. You're going to see all our videos here and the map and all that nice stuff. So so what you do, if you're watching live, of course, please chat in the YouTube live chat. That's the same as usual, and you're going to actually see it on your screen there. I think Lister's Mate is already in the chat. Thank you, Anthony, for watching. And on the lower right of your screen, there's actually, we're going to see the dice rolls that we do. We're using a site called Roll20 to do that. So you're seeing the dice rolls there, and then you see a nice map of Cover, which is in the game world of Eberron, which is what we're playing here with D&D 5th edition. So you're going to see that too, and as we switch maps, you'll see our tokens moving around the screen and all that good stuff. Our tokens are also over each of our video feeds, so you know who's who. But we're actually going to do some intros right now to everybody, and then we'll go to our Dungeon Master, and he'll catch us up on what's been going on. You can also, of course, go to supergeekedup.com, click on the D&D page, and you can catch up on all the past episodes, all that good stuff. All right, so as you see on your screen right now, my character is Kalina. She's a half-elf rogue. So she's sneaky, sexy, sarcastic. That's what I put up there for her. So she's she likes she's pretty. She likes put on disguises, disguising her voice, sneaking into places. She's been on the search for her birth mother, who she's never known, and she got pretty damn close the last time. Actually, probably the most clues she's gotten so far, but not quite yet. She hasn't found her yet, but she's gotten some good clues last episode. And she's been around with the rest of these characters here for, I think a couple years now in terms of the game time. We've been playing a little bit over a year in terms of real time. All right, so that's it for her. And let's go over to Trip, who plays Finn.
Sure, so I'm Finn, I'm a wood elf, I'm a druid, going along the lines of Circle of the Moon. What does that mean? That means that I can change into more powerful creatures at a lower level. We're all pretty high level now. We're 12th level, and one of the recent things that happened with Finn, and this is going to play into the plot, is I just took a feat that is Gatekeeper, which means that I am the sacred keeper of these seals that are keeping out the Delkir and terrible things that want to get into this world. Anyway, Somnus will fill everybody in. My quick description of my character is titillating, which means that I like to say perverted things. Enterprising, which means for a druid I have a very business mind, and I am a guardian too. My tagline is, what happens in the barn stays in the barn. Because I love animals a little too much.
It's just a bit.
All right, let's go over to Tolthus.
Thank you very much. Yes, I'm Nate, and I play Tolthus, the Forged Barbarian / fighter, who was crafted in the city of Metrol for the nation of S.T.E.A.M during the last Great War, where he would essentially stride across the front lines and bash himself into endless ranks of undead against the nation of Karnath, allowing a safe passage to basically delve straight into their backline and eliminate any of their mages that may have been controlling said undead. A very effective strategy. Once the Great War was over and the nation of S.T.E.A.M was utterly devastated by a catastrophe known as the Cataclysm, which is horrifying in and of itself. You'll probably learn about it if you haven't already. And he was left adrift, wandering most of Corvair, attempting to find some sort of purpose, because all he knew before then was how to be a good soldier. Eventually, he ran into a representative of House Beneath, and was able to earn himself a mercenary contract where he indeed served this awesome party that has taught him the value of friendship, family, and also the ability to find fat stacks of loot. So it pays very well to be an adventurer, and possibly one day an Empress's bodyguard. If there are 3 words to describe him, it would be loyal, immutable, and courageous. And as he told a filthy assassin who eliminated someone of House Beneath that he highly respected, what you do in the dark, coward, will be brought to the light.
All right. Immutable, good vocab word. Very nice.
Oh, thank you.
Love it. And you're my
go.
favorite meat shield.
All right, folks, by the way, if you're watching, so I know you guys said it froze for a few seconds and now it's going back. Let us know how the stream's working, please, how the audio is for all of us. You're probably hearing Trip a little low. We already know about that, but let us know how everything's working here, folks. Necrotius and Lister's Mate, I see her in there right now. Thank you, gentlemen, for watching. Let's go over to Marks, who plays Carve of the Black Claw.
Yeah, so Carve is a halfling ranger. He's a hunter archetype. He is really great at archery. His type of halflings in the Talenta Plains, they ride dinosaurs and stuff, and hunt and tribal warriors. So a little different than your hobbit type of stereotype, right? But his entire tribe was wiped out, sadly. Although he did get some justice for that, and so he's been traveling around to try to become a legend, so that he could help make his tribe a legend, and he's found these bunch of heroes and has been working with them, and we're all getting legendary.
That's right. In the live chat, Lister's Mate says, Finn is the tree-hugging, squirrel-loving, business-minded hippie of Eberron.
All right, sure.
That's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
All right,
agree
so
with that.
now let's kick it over to our DM, Samus, who's in the lower part of your screen there, and he's going to catch us up on what's been going on in our Dungeons & Dragons campaign.
Alrighty. So, the group decided to split up this last time because that allowed to cover more ground. They had a little bit of time to breathe since Carve went and finished off the vampire that had been causing them problems in New Seer. So the town, at least, hopefully relatively safe again, at least until Irtan makes another move. He himself has not been seen in this conflict. They decided to make a trip, Finn going back to the grove that he was meant to protect, to meet with Karag and to learn about the path of the gatekeeper. And the rest of the group traveled north to Tantamar. To take a look at the town and hopefully find someone from Seer who might have known or been a servant of the Ir Onum noble house. Finn actually did learn a great deal from Karag and actually found that he had a natural talent for being a gatekeeper, progressing much more quickly in learning the abilities to use nature more effectively against aberrations. This has allowed him to learn the ability to cast a spell that would let him detect aberrations and protect others from them, as well as the ability to strike down aberrations even though they might normally be resistant to the energies of his spells. The rest of the group did actually find the servant who had been part of the house and had worked directly for Kalina's mother. And they found out that actually Cyrus, the captain of the airship, had actually helped rescue Kalina's mother, along with actually Alvarian de Civis, who was the gnome who runs the speaker post station in New Seer. He had actually been there when they brought Kalina's mom up from a trapped lightning rail car that was under attack by the Valinar. just after the Day of Mourning, which is the catastrophe that destroyed Seer. They had a good talk, that at least, for a little while after reaching Tantamar, the servants had been taking care of Kalina's mother because she just wasn't in a fit state to care for herself. But she did eventually come to her senses again, and she departed, leaving the rest of the servants to, fend for themselves. She didn't want to take them with her. But as to what happened to her after she left Tantamar, no one's quite certain. They did actually find that her mother did have more of a family. She had children and, a husband that more than likely perished in Seer, along with, the rest of the nation. And it was definitely clear that more than likely Kalina's mother likely thinks that Kalina is dead. That her grandmother had basically told all the servants that Kalina had died in childbirth. So, the final item that happened last week was that, the week before last, was that Finn and Karag felt a ripple of energy wash through the world, the kind of energy that might indicate that one of the great seals that keeps Zoriat, the Plane of Madness, from being able to come in contact with the world may have been assaulted or even broken. So Karag told Finn to get his friends, and Karag started flying for. I'm blanking on names today. Flying for the Shadow Marches. He told the group that he told Finn that he would meet them in Zarashak, which is the heart of the Shadow Marches.
And the exact opposite of where the rest of the party is right now.
Just about. Just about.
Across the world.
Hey, it's only 7,424 miles, okay?
No problem.
Only. It's only going to take the airship about 15 days.
Yeah.
to get there.
Give or take.
Give or take.
At least one nice thing is once I experience the trees there, if we ever need to go back, we can just walk back through a tree to the other side. Anyway.
True.
All right.
So
I'm trying to remember. Have I been to Tantamar before personally?
No. You've never been to Tantamar. So unfortunately, you can't just. You would basically use the sending stones to send word to them so that they know something's up and we need to do something about it.
That's right. And I guess I will tell them to. I'm trying to see. Gee, I guess just meet me at the Sacred Grove.
Hey, it's just about right on the straight line.
It really is. Yeah. So, I just say that I will give them updates that something bad is going down. And in my sending stone tweets, essentially, I try to hash out over the passage of time that, yes, there is something terrible going on, potentially with one of the seals to keep out Zoriat. And we could be in store for different things seeping out from this plane of insanity, including, I guess, the Delkir. As you said, Mind Flayer's already here, and clearly Beholders are too. But basically, come as fast as you can.
Yeah, the other thing that you know from training with Karag is that no aberration should be able to come near or touch any of the seals. I mean, these seals are, repel them.
Right. So does that feel like potentially, according to Kara, what may have happened? That there may have just been like a huge reaction to them being assaulted by aberrations?
Well, that's what he's not sure of. Nothing like this, at least from the gist of what you saw, it doesn't sound like something like this happens, really. So, you've got a unknown incident going on.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, all I really know to do at this moment is to keep a watch on things and wait for my companions to come.
Okay. So for the rest of you who get you're in Tantamar. You're way on the northeast coast, and you're just about going to have to go to the southwest coast.
I'm just showing people on the map here. So we're still in the Lazar Principalities. Tantamar.
Yep. That purple line is drawing a straight line from Tantamar all the way down to Zarashak.
Is that where Finn is now, or he's in the Grove?
He's in the Grove, but you can see that actually the flight path takes you almost right through the Grove.
Yeah. Gee, Finn, went as far away as possible as you could.
Hey, I didn't put the seals there.
And Cyrus with the airship is by us, though?
Yeah. Cyrus took you guys up to Tantamar because, Finn couldn't take you by tree. He's never been to Tantamar or to the Lazar Principalities.
In the live chat, by the way, Lister's mate wants to know: are there Ubers in Eberron? Well, there's like those sky coaches and
sky Sharn? Coaches in Sharn. Yep,
that's like the equivalent.
So, yeah, just about.
Get the Sky Coach app. Okay, so Finn sent us the message through the sending stone.
Yeah.
But you can only send like a sentence, right, or something through those? Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, he has to keep it kind of brief, but I think it's dire portents, get me at the Grove.
Yeah.
So I really want to send back, handle it yourself, but I'm just kidding, because that's the only thing I could send. As a joke, but then I couldn't send anything else, so he would know it's a joke.
Right. Solve it your damn self.
Hey,
so I guess we'll send some back like on our way instead.
All right. So as I said, it will take about 15 days of flying to get across. Well, yeah, I mean, and that's flying at 24 hours a day to get across the continent. So you basically fly, and fortunately, being this high up, you don't really have much in the way of problems. No bandits are waiting in mid-air for you or anything of that nature.
No air squids?
No air squids.
Okay.
Oh, that's not a thing.
Invisible killers.
Right, invisible stalkers, air up. Gonna throw you off the deck of the ship. Let's see your rage absorb that.
Right.
All right. So you stop at the Grove. No problem. And Finn can kind of fill everybody in more on what's going on.
Right.
And the potential horrifying events that may be unfolding.
Right. So, anyway, I just briefly let you guys know that these seals were created to hold back Zoriat, the kind of plane of insanity with aberrations. And as far as I know, and Karag knows, it feels like an event happened with one of these seals way across in Zarashak, I guess how you say it.
Well, Zarashek is the kind of like the unofficial capital of the Shadow Marches.
Gotcha.
The Shadow Marches is basically a swampy area of Corvair. I mean, there's plenty of people who live there, but it's definitely frontier town.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. There isn't like a whole lot of established law and order. It's not so much as a nation as a collection of assorted villages, and Zarashek actually happens to be a fairly large town. It's also known as the City of Stilts, because the entire city is sitting above the swamp on stilts.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's really cool. In the live chat, by the way, the Crotia says, use the tree to go to the town of Halloween to recruit Jack Skellington. Is that from Nightmare?
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Good. And then Lister's Mate says, I would like to see Snargle meet Tulthus. Snargle is who Nate plays in our Lady Blackbird game, actually.
Right, so Finn walks up to a couple trees. That's a Christmas tree. That's pumpkin. Oh, pumpkin. There we go. That's the one.
Yes. Love it.
No, wait. What's the shiny egg?
Yes. So we should definitely be prepared for potentially encountering aberrations. Don't really know what's going on there, but
I'm always ready for those.
You don't like those cards?
Carv's always ready. He sees them everywhere. He just suddenly like shoots at a cloud and goes, "Oh, sorry, thought it was an aberration."
Wow. Drop on him. Oh, that
he had one bad experience and it just keeps haunting him.
Pretty much. But anyway, now I do actually have the ability to sense aberrations and to even potentially protect us somewhat from aberrations. But, well, I'm not going to be able to take these guys down on my own. I'm not going to Ekimon this. So, yeah.
I mean, you're level 12 now. You should give it a shot.
It's true. But we're all better together. All for one and one for all. No? Maybe?
We're not there yet.
Yes.
Alright. Well, let's get there on this airship.
So, you fly over the swamps of the Shadow Marches. And you pass in the distance, one very disturbing looking tower rising out of the plains here.
Ugh.
Just looking at it, kind of something about it just isn't right.
Yeah.
Is it leaning?
No?
Can I roll like Arcana and see if I know anything about that tower?
You could. Arcana, potentially history.
By the way, in the live chat, Necrotia says he loves how Ekimon is a verb now.
Yes.
That's a former character and player we had in our show, folks, if you don't know. Arcana or history? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, I did pretty well, but somebody get a 21.
21, wow.
No, I got a 17.
Yeah.
Well,
No, 17's pretty good.
Others.
Carv knows a lot about history.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Things happened once.
Both my Arcana and history suck, so this will be funny.
So,
Like, my whole tribe died.
That's all that really matters. That's the only history I know.
it's kind of fitting, actually, that Finn is the one who knows a little bit about this one. You've never seen it before now, but you're fairly certain that is probably the home of the wizard Mordain. Or the madman Mordain. there are whispers that he sought to learn knowledge of the Dalkir, that he wanted to learn to be able to shape things the way they did. He was a transmuter of high skill. He was an elf. And apparently he was cast out of the college, or the 12, for his experiments, unethical, etc. And some have called him Mordain the Flesh Weaver.
Ew. All right. Am I getting any kind of sense that this may be where this pulse came from?
No. I mean, you have no sense of that energy anymore. This is just, you look at where that tower is, and the way it twists when you look at it, and you just have the feeling that, I mean, you've heard whispers before that Mordain the Flesh Weaver lurks somewhere in Droam.
Right.
And so looking out there, it seems pretty clear to you that's likely his tower.
Gotcha. Hey guys, do any of you want to get your flesh weaved?
Is it like a tattoo?
I have a feeling it's
Just
a lot
like
more
that.
disturbing.
It's probably a little
You
more
always take
extreme
us to the
than
nicest
that.
places.
You know what?
yeah.
Tolthus looks at himself and is like, Flesh Weaver.
Are these seals? Are there only like so many of them? And they're placed certain places?
Yeah, there are only so many of them in certain places.
Well, I mean, do we know? Like, do druids know of the places?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's one of those places near here? Tower?
There are several in the Shadow Marches. There was a lot of fighting during the war with the Dakani Empire and the invading forces of Zoriat. There was a lot of fighting along the Shadow Marches. A lot of the original Gatekeeper druids were orcs, and so they actually were from the Shadow Marches areas. So at this
In the
point,
live chat, sorry, listeners may wants to know, is Mordain Merlin's younger half-brother?
probably not. You can always do a search for Mordain the Flesh Weaver, and you'll probably get all kinds of information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's Mordain. All right, got it.
Yeah, Mordain the Flesh Weaver.
Just
But
Google
was
Watch
an
out.
established character in Eberron World?
Yes, he is an NPC in Eberron.
Cool.
Oh, let's definitely not meet him.
What could go
I have a
wrong?
feeling he's going to be very powerful.
I'm sure he's level 4.
If
Right?
you do a deep search, he's definitely on adult sites. Just kidding.
No.
No, but probably. Okay. Anyway.
So,
Okay. Well, so I'm not getting a sense that there's residual energy from here at the moment. So I'd say let's keep on going and come back if needed.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can always go knock on Mordain's door, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know where he is in relation to where we're going.
So that we can get further away.
Hopefully, yeah. Unless he did something to cause whatever happened, then we will have to come and knock on his door, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. So you finally arrive in Zarashak, and you can see how the whole city sits, up above the waters of the swamp. You can see different ships, because, there are the rivers that come up from the coast here. And, there are actually, like, Lyrander wind galleons and other ships docked in the waters. Coming up from the south, the river is actually deep enough to allow for ship trade. And I mean, there's all kinds of, I mean, it is the weirdest looking city you've seen from above. You know, it's just this mix mesh of all different kinds of styles and different things just piled on top of each other.
Yeah, I say, oh gosh, guys, you know, I've heard so many wonderful things about this place. Would you guys like to explore the Vile Marsh, or Glumtown, or the Crawling Swamp? The Crawling Swamp is a wonderful place. Oh, and Slug Keep, we can stop by Slug Keep. You know,
this is making your grove look like a great vacation spot.
Yeah. All right.
It kind of makes me think about the things that they're releasing in the latest adventure. I was looking at the monsters that were in there, and flail snails are in there.
Oh God!
Wow. Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah, kind of tempted on me.
I will not be entering any barns while I'm here, because I just know they're going to be tentacles inside.
Or worse.
Or worse, right?
So Finn is just knows that if he goes in the barn, they're totally going to probe him.
Oh yeah, none of that. None of that.
Alrighty. So there are actually docking towers for airships here. It is a big enough town to have that sort of thing. So Cyrus, of course, pulls it, you know, into the docking tower and pays for the fees for the ship to stay there. He says, you know, well, we're here. I don't know how soon your friend will be around to meet up with you. Any idea when we'll, you know, how long we'll be here?
At this time, I'm not sure how long we'll be here. Can you just stick it out?
Well, yeah, of course. I just like to get an estimate if I can.
Let's estimate that we'll be here 5 days, but I really have no idea.
God, I hope not.
Well, you can definitely say that this place has an interesting smell to it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The mix of swamp and quite a few different spices in the air.
Sounds
like
fantastic.
Nice smelling spices or nasty smelling spices?
No, like, I mean, exotic spices, both, you know, things that you can smell that are probably like incense, but then, you know, there's also some interesting smells that are probably food.
So are you getting at that it smells like a spicy sewer?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like a spicy sewer. There you go.
Great.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Interesting.
So, you know.
Yeah.
You know, again, experience something new.
We certainly could. You guys want to check out the local tavern?
Might as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, sorry, what are we trying to find information on again? Like how to close these seals?
We're really trying to find out what is going on with this seal, but I don't know if that's something the general population is going to understand or sense. But we could also simply ask in the tavern if strange things have been going on. I mean, more strange than normal.
Are there any druid contacts here?
Well, Karag is definitely going to be coming. But, yeah, I figured we could look into seeing if there are any local druids.
In the chat bar, Crody says hashtag spicy sewer. There you go. There's a new Twitter hashtag for you folks.
Yeah.
You can tweet us at Super Geeked Up, by the way, with that hashtag if you like.
I don't know. But,
wow.
Yeah, Super Geeked Up. Hashtag spicy sewer.
Nothing quite like it.
Fantastic.
And I can't help but think of Naked Gun.
Oh, God.
Naked Gun 2.5, Leslie Nielsen. And everyone's all like, what is that smell? Oh, that would be me. I've been swimming in raw sewage. I love it.
So wrong.
All right, so going around to explore a little bit?
Yeah, let's explore a bit. Let's go to a tavern. We'll ask where the good tavern is in town is, and go there, and we can simply ask if there's anything that's been going on in the area. And
They're going to respond. There are no good taverns in this town.
Maybe, but sure.
Okay. So, one of the dock workers says, go to the Pole Rat.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
It does. Blink.
So
good. We have some rats doing some pole dancing. Excellent. Finn is right up your alley.
Sure. Bring them on.
Watch out, they bite.
Make it rain cheese. Hey guys, let's make it rain cheese. Cheese folks.
So, are you going to take up the suggestion and?
Well, let's start walking that way into town.
Okay.
Come on, guys. Who wouldn't want to go to the pole rat?
Right.
You want to go to the pole rat? I'm fine with stopping in or at least walking to the pole rat and just seeing what it is.
Come on, with a name like that, we got to check it out.
All right, so yeah, we'll go ahead and walk there. By the way, though, are people dressed kind of down here, a little down and out, or?
There's some variation. You definitely. I mean, there's some people, merchants probably, that are wearing nicer things, and there are people wearing just simple tunics, and occasionally there are people who look pretty filthy, moving their way along the walkway from one place to another. Let's. What's your guys' passive perceptions?
Let's
passive?
see.
I think mine is 15.
Mine's 15 as
Mine's 17.
Much better.
But I see you rolled an 18.
How do I? Oh, it's is it 10 plus?
well. No, it's on your
passive?
sheet under passive perception, wisdom.
Yeah,
underneath your
basically,
stats.
if you're...
Oh, okay, 17.
Yeah.
Right underneath charisma.
That is 10 plus.
Wow. Okay. All right. So, you're walking along, and
And we see nothing.
a rather burly-looking half-orc, steps in front of you and looks to Finn. You better check your pockets. And he points down the way, and it looks like there is a small goblin moving away quickly with a money pouch.
Ooh. All right.
Just Finn's money pouch?
Apparently so.
So I go ahead and change into an eagle, a giant eagle, and fly at the guy.
I'm going to take off after him, too.
You watch, and it dives over the side of the railing.
Okay.
So basically, you're too big to fit where it went.
Ooh.
Oh.
As you know, big eagle, you're not.
Sorry, we're inside the tavern still?
No, you were walking on the streets that are on the stilts over the swamp. And so what the goblin did was dove over the side of the railing, one would think, down into the muck.
All right, well, I want to run over there and look over the railing. What do I see?
You see a walkway underneath.
How far down?
Hey, maybe Tolthus will get to meet Snargle.
All right.
Yeah, in the chat, Lister's Mate says, yeah, Snargle shows up. There you go. So, how far down is it? Can I jump down there without hurting myself?
Oh, you can jump down easily. I mean, it's like maybe 5 feet.
All right, I'm jumping down.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll follow.
All right.
Yeah.
You jump down.
And anyway, I go ahead and transform into myself, again.
Mhm.
And I go ahead and bring a couple dire wolves into existence and send them in front of me after, if they can get a sense or smell of where it went or where it is.
Okay, so you're a little bit behind the rest of the group who are chasing after this goblin. So the goblin keeps moving, and is moving pretty quick, really, for what it is. Through and now as you're moving on this walkway, you can see there's kind of this little web work of pathways that are underneath the main streets. And and then as you're charging ahead, you get to a point where there isn't really a wooden path anymore. There's just 3 ropes, 2 railings, and 1 to walk on. And the goblin scurries across it quickly.
Shoot the rope.
I'm totally no. I'm trying to follow him.
Well, I mean, like in front of the goblin. So okay, he's probably a good acrobat, and then we'll have to try to figure out a way to climb after him. And so I won't do that.
I'm an excellent acrobat though, so I can totally follow him.
All right, let's have that acrobatics.
Put my acrobatics against this goblin. That's pretty good. That's all right.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
So that's good.
you sail across the rope bridge without any problems at all. The rest of you can make acrobatics checks as well to get across. The wolves, however,
Right.
they reach the end of that and just kind of look at you.
All right. They're not going to be able to make it.
Come on, Tolthus.
Okay.
Fall in the swamp.
Not my best of efforts.
Tolthus is watching the rope bow at an alarming rate, just from his weight, and ends up having to step back onto the other side. You start to go across, and like, this is not gonna work.
So I look at the wolves and I do a dash across. I got a 19 acrobatics, and I look at them and speak to them. I be like, "What are you, chicken?"
And so, Carve, you going across the ropes?
Yeah, I'll try. Let's see what happens.
Sounds very excited about the prospect.
Hey!
Yeah.
There you go.
That's good. There we go.
You're
By the
high
way,
dex.
in the live chat, Necrodius wants to know, Somnus, did you just call Tolthus fat?
No, he's just big boned.
He's big structured.
He's very solid.
Right, he's the one who tosses us in the air for acrobatics. He's the dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you keep chasing them chasing this poor goblin through the under parts of Zarashak.
Well, I guess he is poor since he robbed us. That makes sense.
And then you kind of come around a corner, and there's like an area, a webwork of like netting, and there's probably a good 20 goblins there.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Well, okay, wait.
They
There's
look like
webbing, like on a wall or something. What do you mean?
No. Think like ship's rigging, like nets made to make a webwork of ropes. That, I mean, yeah, you can walk on them, but we're not talking about steady footing here. And you can get across it certainly, and it keeps you out of the swamp and the muck below. But not necessarily something you would cross quickly. And the goblins are all definitely armed and eyeing you guys.
Am I within 60 feet of that goblin before he gets into this, or not really?
Not really. I mean, he's moving a good bit faster than you. In fact, Kalina is probably one of the only people able to keep up with him.
Okay.
How has he?
I mean, I've got a 35 base speed, but that would make it 70 dashing. But you're a lot faster.
You have a 40 base movement?
35.
35. Okay, 1 second. I'm just double checking.
I can actually dash twice with my bonus thing, right?
Well, that's incredible.
Right, which is also what it's doing.
Sneak. Is that goblin the one who stole the money? Has he reached he or she reached the other goblins yet, or no?
Per round. Keep up. Everybody else was falling behind a little bit. But you come around the corner after the goblins and all the other ones.
Time to kill some goblins. No,
Well, does anybody speak goblin?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think so. I don't think I do, at least. Or no, I do, actually.
You do?
I do have goblin, yeah.
Okay, and so sorry, I lost you guys for a little bit. Sam, did you say Kalina kept up with him and the rest fell behind a little bit?
Yeah, you're the first around the corner, and they'll be there probably, around or.
Do you speak goblin, Jeff?
No, I do not.
Tolfa speaks goblin.
Excellent.
Yell really loud.
Right. Seems. Sure, why not? It should work, right? Everyone okay over there?
Right.
So,
Well, has the goblin with the money reached the other ones yet?
Yes, he runs right into them. Like into the crowd of them.
And they're kind of just standing there with their weapons drawn?
Yep. I mean, they're clearly not going to make the first move.
I'm just going to wait till
their last.
Oh wait, shit! Tolthus isn't even coming here. Damn it!
He couldn't make it without falling.
So wait, you said Carve does speak Goblin?
I do, yeah.
All right, I'm just going to wait till you get here
Carve
then, so you
does.
can talk to them.
All right. And I speak Orc. I don't know if goblins speak Orc or not.
That's a very racist assumption.
It is.
Green skin.
I really
smooth
don't know.
skin.
They both grunt, right? They must be the same language. Same with Klingons, right?
So do we arrive now, or does something happen?
You come up and you see the goblins all brandishing weapons on this webwork of ropes.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm going to pull out my bow and arrow if it's not already pulled out, and just say in Goblin, we don't want any trouble. We just want our money back. This can end peacefully.
And he's what? He's silly?
Peacefully, or he
Peacefully.
pieces.
Are you going to roll persuasion, or are you going to roll intimidate?
We're screwed. Persuasion or let's see what's better. My persuasion's a -1.
Oh God.
And my what's the other intimidation?
Yes. Which
Also
They're both
next
charisma, though, right?
Yeah. They're both
my
charisma.
Your charisma sucks.
I shoot things, all right, from a distance. Why do I need to be charismatic?
Teach me how to speak Goblin really fast, will you? My charisma's great.
All right, I'm just gonna try. Who knows what can happen?
Oh God!
I want to give him some guidance on this.
Oh great! It'll be a 3 instead of a 1. Awesome.
Yeah.
So instead of crashing and
critical
burning,
fail.
it just burns.
It just burns.
Was it
Nate,
a natural one?
At least it wasn't the GIF that I've shown you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
By the way, in the chat, Lister's mate says it sounded like Carv was going to piss on them. What? That would have worked better probably than what you just did.
Translation. Oops. This can all end piss and piss. I don't know.
What did he say? Did you say, "And Goblin, give me the money, and I'll give you golden showers"? Is that what it was?
What's this spell you just did?
Oh,
I just
prevent
added
you
2
from
to your
getting a
roll.
1. I gave you some guidance.
So a D4 too? I don't think it's gonna help, but okay.
No, it just adds 2.
No, just so you got a 3 instead of a 1.
You got a 3.
okay.
It still sucks. Don't worry.
Yeah,
it
still
totally sucks. Right.
So we're stepping back to Tolthus for a moment, still standing on the thing, looking at the rope, going, "Damn it!" And a soft, feminine voice comes from behind you. It's been some time.
Oh. And this is in common?
Yes, though with a bit of an accent to it.
It's been some time since I've experienced heavy metal.
Whoa.
Sorry, Finn voice got in my head.
We might finally get to find out what's underneath that loincloth.
So he'll turn around, and I think he has an idea of whom it is. Very goblin-esque, possibly.
Very much so. You turn to find Kuras there. And she kind of looks over at the rope bridge. What is it all three of you doing? I just saw you all dive over the side of this.
Money does strange things to people.
By the way, I'm sorry. Is this the goblin who had stolen his sword before?
The hobgoblin.
Yes, the hobgoblin. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes. But please, formally, let's go ahead and get to the better part, unless this is some form of convenient meeting. Do you have any new information?
I know that the creature called Ruukan is somewhere here in the Shadow Marches, or was, recently.
Interesting. It's troublesome. But, if what you say is true, and I will take it to heart, he'll go ahead and actually ruffle into a small pack that he has strapped to the back of his torso, and withdraw Durgas, and just, holding it by the blade, offer to hand it to her.
She nods. Although I believe our bargain was that once I actually found him, I have not seen him.
Well, in light of that, you may need it in the time to come.
Is something more going on?
Well, troubling word has spread through our group. Our druid, whom is also a gatekeeper, says that the seal is actually being protruded by unholy creatures.
She looks a little surprised at that. That is not good news.
Hence, the blade.
I see. She does take Durgas. She says, I will certainly convey this to the vaults of the Kekvolar. And she actually seems to make a snap decision and takes a bit of parchment and writes a series of notes out and gives it to you.
Oh, okay.
These are the instructions on how to reach the Kek Valar, to reach Volardral. If things become problematic, you can find me there. And with this note of introduction, they will at least pass the word along to me that you are here.
Excellent. He promptly nods and, thanks her for the item.
She says, from what I know of what little I've been able to find, it appears that Ruukan likely headed into the crawling swamp.
An appropriate name for such a foul creature.
Best of luck in your hunting.
And to you. With that, he'll give a little chest pound salute. Oh,
And
sorry, go ahead.
she returns the salute.
In the live chat, Necrodia says, turn into a T-Rex first for a T-Rex piss attack. Well, that actually would probably be effective if you were a T-Rex. That's a lot of liquid.
Yeah, no, I thought of that. I thought of turning into a T-Rex. And just being like,
and pissing on them?
and just roaring at them,
If I yelled, would Tolis be able to hear me, do I think? Or is he too far away?
He'd probably be able to hear it. He'd probably have to make a listen check to be sure, but...
Alright, well, I'm just going to yell out, Tolthus, get your ass over here now!
He'll peer and
a more distant voice saying, Tolthus, see if you can get your long-lost friend to come and talk some sense into these goblins!
You're right. I wish I knew she was there, but I don't, obviously, as a character.
The goblin's getting away from me, Fezzik!
he'll turn and say, party business, and then promptly dive off the side of the railing.
Yeah. So you want to make another go at it, maybe this time doing climbing instead?
Yeah.
Rather than trying to balance across, try to, brute force your way across, just, cling to the rope.
He will actually, for the hell of it, go into a berserk rage to get advantage on this check. So let's find out.
This bridge makes me so angry.
Wow, double.
Holy shit.
Go.
So Tolthus, runs to the edge, leaps off, grabs the rope, manages to, just hand over hand the rest of it and pull himself up the other side.
He's suddenly Tarzan the Warforged.
And then the rope that he used snaps.
Yeah, I figure.
After you got to the other side.
Good thing he went last.
Right.
Dramatic ending.
All right, so you're making your way over?
Mm-hmm. Making my way downtown. Walking fast.
Sounds good. So I start saying both to Tolthus and Carv as they're approaching. I'm like, well, I don't think they bought what you were saying, Carv. I'm wondering if between the two of you, if you could tell them just to give the money back, there'll be no bloodshed. But if they don't give the money back, your friend here is going to eat them alive. And then I take a step back and I start preparing to cast polymorph on myself. If a T-Rex would actually fit in this space, I haven't asked that.
No. I mean, you have maybe a 5-foot clearance in here before your head is bumping the street above.
Well, I can't do that then. So let's amend that.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion to create some kind of work type things to try to entertain them while we're waiting for Tolthus.
Right.
We like Dazzler or Jubilee.
I do a create water spell, and I do water back and forth from one hand.
Oh, good. Yes, we'll be a big show about it. We'll work together.
Don't be Jubilee. Don't be Jubilee.
I like Jubilee, man. And actually, Necrotes in the chat, I think, loves her too. She gets a bad rap.
I'm sorry. I couldn't stop laughing at the, what was it? One of the comedians was doing X-Men, where it basically was a series of videos of Professor Xavier firing different X-Men. And he goes to fire Jubilee, and he's like, could you do something for the team for once and fire yourself?
Wow.
The name X-Men, obviously EX.
Yes.
Ouch.
Yeah.
The videos are fantastic.
That's awesome.
What's your intimidation like, Dolphus?
Funny enough,
Well, he doesn't
Barbarians
have to intimidate
actually
them.
do
We're
proficiency
trying to be nice to them.
yeah, no,
You
that's
and I
the
are trying to
thing.
entertain them.
You're the good cops. We're the bad cops.
Yeah.
Well,
Not a good intimidation. That's what I'm hearing.
well, no.
Hey, do we-
Barbarians
can we do it?
actually get.
Can we
sorry,
do any rolls to see if our light and water shows was effective at all?
They're confused.
No, that's good enough.
Carve comes and threatens them and poorly, and then there's like a little light show going on. I mean,
Oh, wow, what's going on?
Happening?
They're like, these are the weirdest humans we've ever seen.
the mixed signals is something else.
Right. Oh, no, I'm getting ready to put down a hat to point to it for them to, pay for the show. All right.
They could just give us the money back that they stole.
How much money was in that pouch?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, there's no way that I would be carrying in one pouch in my pocket everything that I own.
No. I figure you probably had what you normally have on hand just for ease of spending.
Mm-hmm.
In the chat,
So,
Lister
sorry
says,
about
Talbot should do a
like
song and dance.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Come on, guys. We're level 12. There's only 20 of them.
Well, no.
Look.
Here's the thing.
All right, Mr. Charisma. We're trying to.
I'll take 5. I'll take those 5. You take those 5.
No, stop it.
Oh, yeah,
we don't need to kill
I think
anybody.
I think we could take them on, but I just don't know if it's worth killing a bunch of goblins over whatever, 50 gold pieces.
Yeah. And also,
I don't
listen,
think so.
maybe these guys are super poor. Like when you see a homeless person, do you go and stab them? Is that what you do on the street? Jeez, what's
Carver's
wrong with
like,
you, man?
yeah.
Maybe.
So, yeah, in Goblin, Tolthus will ask, whom among you just took a purse?
You're just from back in the mix of them somewhere. What's it to you?
Well, it's nothing to me, but it's something to my friend.
He says, you should be more careful then.
As true as that may be, I have to ask, with so many of you congregated here, are you a family or a community?
We are allies.
Good word. Oh,
I call them a future cemetery. No, I'm teasing.
Oh, wow. You're a future cemetery.
Those charisma rolls, man.
Wow.
Carver, are you auditioning Carver for Legends of Tomorrow where the character is not consistent at all throughout these games? Since when did he become so, murder-esque?
I haven't shot anybody. It's okay.
It's one way to persuade.
It's like, I haven't shot anybody in weeks. Come
Very well. A
His
proposition.
eye is twitching.
Goblins.
They could be all aberrations. We don't know. We don't know.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, come on. Nate's trying to talk to him.
Goblins and such. If you return the purse, we will distribute 1 gold each for all of you. You make a profit, and a hefty sum at that for your curious ventures. And we walk away with no blood shed.
Okay. Go ahead and roll persuasion. I mean, that's... but I'm going to give advantage on it.
Okay.
That's good. Man, I wish I could help out here.
I have to ask.
Damn language barriers.
Right. Yeah. Well, this is probably going to suck unless I can somehow use intimidation with a thought of them possibly dying. You know, at the
point. You were being nice about it, so.
I was being pragmatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it still works.
You got two tries on it at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, there you go.
Hey,
wow.
See, what are you worried about?
That's a 21 with Finn's guidance.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Let me go ahead and I'm just sending this to Marks for his wonderful check.
Yeah. It's great. You roll in that one with a negative modifier.
So, okay. So he reluctantly comes forward with the bag of gold and hands it over to you.
Mm-hmm. Well, he will go ahead and throw the pouch over to Finn, and then distribute them all 1 gold from his own coin pouch.
Okay. They take it and they nod and move off into the webwork underneath the streets.
He will mention before they do abscond, thievery should only be an option, never an ultimatum.
Ooh, maybe before they leave, we should ask them if they've seen anything strange, because they're over the place, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, you recommend that, right, Carv?
Yeah, I'll say that. If you've seen anything strange in the last few... How long ago did this happen to Seal? How long did it take us to travel there?
Well,
about 2 weeks.
Speaking of, as soon as he mentions that...
Go.
Yeah, he will actually tell Carv that a hobgoblin told him Ruukan and whatever creatures he may have forged up are current or could be in the crawling swamp.
Interesting.
You could always ask these goblins if they ever if they have any connections with the crawling swamp, or if they ever venture into the crawling swamp.
Yeah. So, have you seen anything in the shadows of the city of something strange the last few days, especially from the crawling swamp area? By chance.
They say the one says we don't leave the city, but there has been a lot of strange things in the last few days. Mm-hmm. It seems that there has been an upswing in the movement and activities of multiple cults of the dragon below.
Ooh.
Cults of the dragon?
Do we know what that is?
Yeah, well, I mean, I as a player know what that is, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean... You guys, I mean, everyone who lives on Eberron knows the kind of almost like the creation myth of the world. Okay, that there were once 3 great dragons, Cyberus, Eberron, and Kyber. Okay, and at one point, Cyberus was creating things, and Kyber would follow behind, destroying things. And eventually, Kyber attacked Cyberus and actually killed Cyberus. At which point, imprisoning Kyber. And so, essentially, Kyber is known as the dragon below. Eberron is the dragon world. And Cyberus, in the night sky, there's a glowing ring through the night sky, which is the ring of Cyberus, which is the dragon above. And so the cults of the dragon below, the children of Kyber are the Rakshasas, the demons that have risen. Is generally considered to be the one responsible for many of the mortal races, and Cyberus's children are the dragons.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So, another thing about the when the Dalkir were defeated, many of the Dalkir and many of the aberrations and minions were bound in Kyber. So the cults of the dragon below worship Kyber, worship madness. They are kind of a catch-all of all sorts of crazy and bad.
Right.
Okay.
Do you want to ask if they've heard the whispering of the name Ruukan anywhere?
Sure, I can do that. Yeah. I'll ask that if they've heard that name.
He says, "We have heard whispers of someone called the Emissary."
Captain Sisko from Deep Space Nine?
Yeah, this is where he went.
That'll be a big help.
Interesting. Do
Huh.
they know what this emissary looks like?
Emissary of evil, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
The Emissary, there has not been much said about the Emissary, but that it or he or she is blessed by one of the Dalkir.
Okay.
That's not good.
No.
All right. So, or did they? Is there any word on the street of where this emissary resides?
No. And we would not be stupid enough to go looking.
Well, we are.
So we'll look.
Right.
Luckily, we are stupid enough.
Luckily, we're dumb enough to go do this.
Right. Like we give them the address of the rat hole, and be like, "We'll be there." If you ever run into Ruukan,
tell them to come kill us here.
Right.
Also, tell the goblins they want lessons on picking pockets without getting caught. Come see me.
Oh, you're gonna take that as a challenge. But, yeah, I'll tell them that.
Hey, they did pretty good.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
I'll be too cocky.
Now that that's over, though, what I really wanted to happen, though, Somnus, is after Tolthus had made that promise, I really wanted, them to accept it, and then 300 of them start pouring through the web. This is a massive family. Like, all right, well, I'll take 1 gold. What do you mean there's 350 of you? Damn it!
That would have been great.
Yeah.
Not really.
Alrighty.
Anything else you guys want to try to ask them before they all leave?
Did they enjoy our light and water show?
Right.
Yeah, she would like to know if you enjoyed the light show.
She says, yeah. Again, that kind of puzzled. Like, I don't understand why we're talking about this.
All right, she'll just assume they loved it and she'll say, oh, great, I'll be here all week. Well, hopefully not, because this place sucks.
You just hear me say a few unintelligible goblin-y words and kind of do this.
Nice.
The goblin nods gravely and moves off through the.
I'll just look at you and go, they said they loved it, made their head spin. It was great.
All right, I'll say, yeah, sure. Well, I'm the crazy one, huh? At least I don't want to murder a whole bunch of goblins.
not
True.
murder if they can fight back. They left.
Wow.
I've been through a lot, okay? I've been through a lot.
You've had your vengeance. Jeez, what are you talking?
Ease up on the psycho throttle.
Yeah.
Right. All right, so heading up to the pole rat.
Yeah, and this time, I'll keep my hand on my money sack. Oh, and of course, by the way, Tulfus, I give you the money that you gave the goblins, of course, back.
Oh. Well,
Like 50 gold pieces or something.
20.
Yeah, it was only 20.
20? Okay.
Yeah.
Of
So.
course.
Well, he appreciates it nonetheless.
Of course.
So you want to tell them what happened while they were off dealing with goblins?
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell them that you gave up the sword?
Oh, well, I mean, he'll inform them, more beyond that indeed he gave up Durgas, the sword they found
What?
forever
We're facing
ago.
Ruukan! What are you talking about? You gave us our best weapon?
Probably not at the best timing.
It was in another's protection. At least that's his thought on the matter.
Oh,
Did you get a good
okay,
price
that's
for it?
fine.
Information on where Ruukan resides.
Ah.
You're a
That's
terrible
good.
businessman, Tulfus.
He's in the
Okay,
business
give him
of
some
fighting,
lessons.
not currency.
You know what? Let's find out right where he is, and then contact her and say, hey, meet us here to kick some butt with that sword. Right? Alright. Well, I guess fortunately my spells can be used against aberrations now.
This is true.
Yeah?
And they're a favorite enemy of mine, so that helps.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think you started with that favorite enemy. You picked that up along the way.
Yeah.
Saw that crap happen at jail cells. Like, nope, this is bad.
Yeah, pretty much. It's okay, Tulfus. You'll just have to swing your mighty battle axe a little harder.
Oh, it's okay. He uses his fists now.
Fair enough. All right.
Okay. So you make your way to the pole rat, and what you actually find is that the pole rat, as far as like on the sign, actually has the image of like a rat using poles like stilts in the swamp.
Oh.
Is it naked?
No.
A naked pole rat. Oh, that is your best pun ever done, man. Seriously, like, wow.
And yep, a naked pole rat.
Yeah.
Is
I
Kim
put my
possible
hand
and
over
unstoppable?
carved eye.
Right. Because you'll take any help you can get.
What's the
Listeners
sitch?
may
Come
want to
on.
know, can you turn Trip up? What, turn him on? Turn him, oh no. His volume, unfortunately,
Yeah,
no.
no. It's a
We
problem.
tried.
It's a
We
technical
tried beforehand.
problem.
We'll work on it for next week. Unfortunately, he's on his phone right now, and that's the best we can do at the moment, Anthony.
Just put it right up to your face.
It is better when you got closer.
Hello, can you hear me?
That's not much better. Never mind.
It actually isn't much better now.
No better. Oh well.
Well, no, it was better actually. It was somewhat better.
A little bit.
Just a little bit better.
Just a little bit better.
Fantastic.
Just a little bit.
You just get up close, it's just your mouth talking.
Hello.
Hello? Is anyone there? Okay. So, you come into the pole rat, and, in here, you don't really smell the swamp as much, but definitely there is. You're looking at like people eating bowls of stew and different kinds of meat that's here, and you gotta. It's definitely different than everything that you've had before, but it's like it smells good. You don't know what they're using the seasonings, but you don't know what the seasonings are. But it smells good in here, at least as far as food. Don't know about the drink.
Are we sure know what the meat's made of?
Oh, we don't want to know.
It's rat. They're all rats. Come on.
Maybe some things are better left unsaid.
Maybe.
So
I order a bowl of the good stuff for all of us.
Okay. So they get you big bowls of the stew, and it smells good, and who's gonna try it?
I'll try it.
Tofu is good.
All right. So it's like spiced meat. I mean, there's a little bit of a spice to it, like spicy hot. But it's just a very good kind of well seasoned like sausage that's mixed in there with some other meat. Probably maybe like crab or crawfish and stuff mixed in there. Different types of seafood, and then the meats mixed in with different vegetables.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't elf.
No. The elves don't come here.
Right.
The elves are out in the desert. On the other side of the continent.
There you go.
So, but
all
in
I
all,
look around while we're eating, and I say, "Last meal, gentlemen and gentle lady. Last meal."
Last meal.
What? You think we're gonna die?
Well, I hope not. But we are after that asshole Ruukan now.
Jeez, okay. One person wants to kill everybody. The other person thinks we're all gonna die. You guys are a real downer.
I pull out a pouch of pills and say, "Speaking of downers."
Wow.
No, instead I order a round of drinks and I say, "Speaking of downers." These will depress your mood.
So where's this creepy or crawling swamp at?
West of our
And
current.
that's where Ruukan's supposed to be. Is that right?
Yep.
Well,
come on, dude. It's been a long time since. By the way, folks, if you haven't watched it, Ruukan is way back. Like, he was one of our early foes, right? One of our first episodes.
One of our earliest, and then we also met him again midway.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's been a long time since we've seen him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been like he's probably the biggest one we've wanted to get revenge on, just about.
On our list of assholes.
Yeah.
And he got mentioned again. You saw him in Lyrenton when he got loose. You saw him in the Grove, emerging from Dalgrathir's prison.
Right.
And you got mention of him from the creature in New Seer.
Creature.
The thing that ripped its way out of the priestess.
Okay.
Yep.
How could we forget?
That was in New Seer.
We were trying to forget.
Right.
We were like, oh my gosh, I blocked it out. No.
Bad touch.
And in our very first serious encounter with him, he almost took out Ekamon too.
He just gave him
the
hugs.
life out of him.
Now we were that was a long. We were much lower level at that point, so I feel we are in much better shape now to go up against him.
Oh, we're definitely in better shape, for sure.
Wink.
Yeah. We've been hitting the gym, working out.
We'll just say that it doesn't seem like he's been idle either.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Bad guys can't level. That's not fair.
Yeah, no, come on.
But they can form friendships. He's just bringing along a bunch of friends.
Hey, is there any music playing in this tavern?
There is a little bit. There's a couple orcs playing some like pan flutes.
Okay, great. I'm gonna grab Tolthus and pull him up to dance.
Okay.
And say like, hey, it's
Let's see, what
been
is-
been way too long since we danced with those ghosts.
Yeah, all the way back in the Giant's Keep.
That has been a little while, hasn't it?
That's a performance, isn't it?
Right.
Wow.
And
Yes.
then I don't have to be around these two depressing people, so let's go dance.
He still
Okay.
has 2 left feet. Don't worry.
Well,
Oh, performance, right? Let me roll that. Good idea. Your performance is great. I see.
Thunk, thunk, left,
Oh, mine's a little
right.
better.
I look around for some eligible ladies that might be good for me and Carve to ask to dance too. Are there any other ladies around?
Well, at the moment, there are some half-orc women, and there
Why
are
are you laughing? What's wrong with
a
that?
few humans.
I think it's great. No, I'm just picturing you two with Half-Orc, your characters with them.
Absolutely. Well,
'Cause your
okay,
characters
so
are on
I
the shorter
walk up
side.
to the half-orc ladies if they're by themselves without other men around, and I just I introduce myself. Hello, ladies. My name is Sven. I'm visiting in town, and I just wanted to know if you would do me the honor of a dance.
And one of them definitely is okay with that. So
Hey.
they agree to the dance.
Great. And my friend here, while he is short of stature, he is legendary. He would love to dance too.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell them a few war stories. I think they'll like that.
Yeah, tell them how you want to kill them.
They're fine if they
they'll
don't
find
pick my
attractive, you
pocket.
never know.
In the live chat, by the way, Necrodius wanted it to be Star Wars Cantina music, and listeners may want it to be bluegrass music.
Could be some hybrid mix of the two?
Yeah.
So this is really racist, but can I roll for animal handling to see?
Oh, come on!
Oh, wow.
So racist.
Is
That's
that
terrible.
So racist with the half-orc? Can I handle her like an animal? Gently. No.
No.
Oh god, you just pissed off like
No.
all the few viewers we have, probably.
Alright, another performance. Oh, why didn't it roll? Alright. Hey! 15!
All right. Well, you're not doing bad.
Here you go.
And Tolthus rolled a 5 for performance.
Mhm.
Fortunately, Kalina, you are light on your feet and are managing to avoid having them stepped on.
Could I do like really weird dancing and make it like some kind of like breakdance acrobatics check?
You can start
Nice.
doing acrobatics. I mean,
You're
Yeah.
a breakdance? That's awesome.
Yeah, do some breakdancing around this half-orc chick.
Yeah,
That was impressive.
I'll try
I got
that.
lucky tonight.
It's funny. It's a thing Talenta halflings do.
You're so drunk you don't even know what race you are.
Look at that.
Look at that.
He's gonna be like, damn, he's limber.
all right. So you are doing some very impressive acrobatics.
Hey, if you can like whip out fireworks, I can whip out breakdance moves.
I don't want you to whip out anything. Please keep it in your pants.
So
I will tell Talthus, by the way, though. Even though Talthus is terrible, Kalina will tell him you're an excellent dancer.
As he's stepping on her feet.
The dance of war has taught me well.
Stomp.
So I'm telling her about this one time when I was a T-Rex and all my other friends were giant apes and another T-Rex, and we took down this temple with some half-snake guys, and then we stomped on their demigod. Is that laying it on too thick?
Wow. Okay.
Try a persuasion to impress her.
Go right ahead.
All right, I get a -1 on this. Well, I don't know. Well, that's fine. A 12. Hey.
Too bad.
It could have been worse. Could have been worse. You feel like you're doing okay.
All right.
And at this point, you guys are having an evening, and a tall.
Sorry, real fast. I'm sorry, real fast. In the chat, Lister's mate says Talthus' favorite musical, Stomp. That was good, sir. Very nice.
Good job. Good job.
That was very good.
Nice. Oh man. Okay. So, an orc comes into the tavern in a greenish robe with bits of bone twined into, tethers that are hanging off of the robe.
I want to take a good look at. Can I use perception to see if I feel like immediately if they're a druid or somebody in the druidic order?
You can go ahead and roll a perception check.
23.
Nice. He does have a Hunda stick, which Karag had one as well. But that may be something that's just something that the Shadow Marchers use. It's kind of a staff with a crooked end. But you can make out a few sigils that seem, that are kind of like faintly painted onto the robe that look like druidic symbols.
All right. Fine. So I give a bow to the half-orc lady that I've been dancing with, and I say, Madam, duty calls, but drinks on me tonight.
She tells you to come and talk to her later.
Oh, Finn's getting lucky.
I'm just after her big dog, her mastiff. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay.
Frightening. Anyway, so I take a bow and I do walk right over to the to who I believe is the druid who came in, and I exchange a druid greeting with him.
Okay, so
York.
Okay, he actually speaks to you in Druidic, and he says, it's good that you're here. I am Orvok. Kurag said that you would be coming.
Kurag is a great man. I have been studying with Kurag, and we are very concerned about the energy that we felt coming from this side of Eberron.
As are
Can
we
you
all.
tell me more about it?
He says, I have not been to the site myself. Kurag was going to try to check a couple different sites, but he wanted us to meet at a specific site that is to the northwest, out in the crawling swamp.
All right. We also believe that one of our old foes may be involved in this. So I just quickly fill him in on our encounter with the Dolgaunt, and that we believe that he is here and that we got information, about it from a friend. And so should we go immediately then?
He says, we can wait for the dawn. That way it will be easier for some of you to travel.
And I may have plans this evening.
You don't say.
All right. He says, but definitely, we can leave at first light.
We'll leave at first light.
He says, in the meantime, definitely stick together. Things have been uneasy in Zarashek the last few days.
Could you recommend a safe haven for us tonight?
He says, here would be as good as any. The trouble isn't isolated. It's a kind of unease throughout the entire city.
Is there anything that I can do?
He says, at the moment, I don't know what could be done. Whatever happened seems to have stirred up a bunch of the servants of the dragon below.
All right. So we've never encountered servants of the dragon below ourselves. Is there anything that you can tell us about them?
Well, servants of the dragon below. That could be aberrations. That could be fiends. You actually have directly fought servants of the dragon below. You fought a Rakshasa.
Yes, that's true.
Mini Rakshasas.
Many Rakshasas.
Okay.
So
I just made clear that that's what we're talking about. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, absolutely. Are you going to stay here tonight, or how can we get in touch with you tomorrow morning?
He says, I'll come for you guys here at dawn.
Translation, I'm not staying in this shithole.
And we'll be ready.
All right. So he makes his way back out. And so, you guys pass the evening actually, having a pretty good time.
I'm breakdancing.
Yeah,
More than others.
breakdancing. It's good.
Could we possibly take a brief bathroom break?
We sure can, because I got this.
Our
cool
characters
waist
or
screen,
us?
I think you meant us.
Yeah, since I've got a mastiff that wants to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, and I created this cool away screen I can put up while we're gone. So if everybody just wants to mute their mics while we're gone, and folks, we'll be back. Enjoy this cool screen I made on our new format here. We'll be back in just a minute, though, and we'll continue with some more Dungeons and Dragons.
Thanks. We have volume. Does everybody hear each other?
All right, yeah.
Yep.
What's up, everybody? We are back.
All right.
So, are we going to talk about me getting it on with this half-orc lady?
I don't know. I don't think anything more needs to be said.
Hey, lady!
By the way, in the chat I just saw as I came back, it says they were saying Necrotia's delicious, but either somebody lives by a river or somebody did not mute their mic and was going to the bathroom and flushing the toilet because they heard all that.
Awesome! I have no idea who that was.
That was just some realistic effects we were doing, guys. Like our characters were fishing.
Fishing, yes. That's exactly what I would call it.
Boy, I'm glad I didn't have my real half-orc girlfriend over.
Alrighty. So, the night passes without any apparent trouble. And Orvok is there the next morning to meet with you to head out into the swamp.
Cool.
Do you need to purchase any supplies before we get on the move?
Well, that's what I'm... Go ahead.
I'm just gonna buy some more healing potions.
Healing potions are always good.
Now, admittedly, here you'd only be able to get the lesser ones.
Right.
Yeah, basically the basic healing potions.
Do we know anything? I mean, I should know this, and I'm sorry that I just am not that familiar with the mind flayers and beholders. But is there anything that I know about from my studies with Karag of ways to defend against those?
Well, not necessarily to defend against them. You know, I mean, it depends. All of aberrations tend to be very different. So it really kind of varies a lot from one creature to the next.
All right.
You kind of need to know specifically what you're going after if you were going to try to prepare defenses.
Well, definitely Dolgons.
Dolgons, definitely whatever you can do, try to keep them from being able to get hold of you.
Yeah.
Because that's when they can drain your life force and your blood, which weakens you for an extended period.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to think of anything else. I don't know much about mind flayers and what you can use to defend against them. I mean, they get into your head, correct?
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, mind flayers are bad because they try to rip your brain out and eat it.
Mm-hmm. It's the delicious treat to them.
Yeah.
So don't let them grab onto your head, right?
Right.
Wait, were there mind flayers last time we went against Ruukan?
No, you guys have never encountered a mind flayer.
Why'd you bring?
Trust me, we would know if we did.
Why'd you bring those up? Then you just have a feeling we might face one.
It's just in my discussions with Ruukan and what happened with the Delkiers. And correct me, Somnus, if I don't remember this correctly, but the mind flayers and the beholders kind of grew out of what they were creating here.
Well, no, the mind flayers and the beholders, the Delkier brought with them from Zoriat.
And they just kind of decided to stay since it was nice.
Gotcha.
Or got trapped.
Or trapped. Goblins, then. I think that's what I was thinking about.
Right. The Dolgons at one point were hobgoblins.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, I guess just what I'm saying is that I feel like there are the possibilities of these sorts of things. If the seal has actually been broken, or if anything came through the seal. But I guess
in the
we're
chat,
gonna go
in the live chat, by the way, Lister's Mate says he thought we faced a mind flare when Dreamwisp, who was Jen Kretschmer, came on as a guest. What did we fight with her?
No, you fought something else. You don't know what that was.
Yeah. What we do know is that it burrowed into the priestess, and we got to see its true form once it finally came out in a very bloody fashion.
Yeah, it was using the priestess as basically a meat puppet.
Mm-hmm. Fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Good times. All right. Well, I guess we will go ahead and head on into the crawling swamp. I mean, I do wonder, though, if we should have any special kind of clothes or anything like that for swamp areas.
How about a boat?
Boats
Or a
good.
boat, even. I don't know.
Well, yeah, Orvok has a boat.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, he's planning on taking the rivers up into the crawling swamp.
Sounds good.
Is there a story why it's called the Crawling Swamp?
Because lots of things crawl there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Slither, crawl, etc.
Lots of aberrations, Carve.
No.
Oh, I know. It would be great if we had a giant magical purple sword that did major damage against Dulgons and aberrations. That would be awesome.
Well, that's just too easy. I mean,
Yeah,
Gotta make it hard for ourselves somehow.
yeah.
Telthus likes a challenge.
I'm joking with you, Tolford.
I know.
All right. So
Into the
you move
swamps.
along the waterways. Yep. Move along the waterways, heading deeper into the crawling swamp. It's somewhat slow going, just because you're heading upstream. So it takes a bit of effort to move, but certainly probably beats trudging through the muck, which would really be slow and hard going. So you move up along here. Go ahead and...
You getting a new map?
No, we're just kind of... Not yet, but you kind of move up this river heading up this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so it takes several days, and you find out the joys of stinging insects in the swamp. Although Orvok shows you how to use certain kinds of mud and fungus to create a kind of a paste to put on yourself that keeps them away. Doesn't smell real great, but it does the job.
Cool.
Always a bonus.
And then he, as you're getting closer, he says, from what Karag said, we're getting close to the seal. So we will get you over to somewhere new.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, folks, yeah, we're just changing maps here in the Roll20 site. But if you haven't used it, it's a really cool platform. You can use it for free to play a whole lot of different role-playing games.
Mm-hmm.
that's cool.
Love it.
It is awesome. Now you're going to see some tokens on the screen, folks.
Oh, wow. Nice.
There we are. Okay.
Yep, and you also see these tokens are representing our characters there on the map, folks. All right, let me adjust this on the feed here, though, so you guys see it a little better.
Oh, by the way, since everybody else was probably transferring over, I just went ahead and popped in the tokens that I was able to control.
Great.
Cool.
Indeed.
All right. Fox leading the way. Now, you've actually had to leave the boat behind because the waterways are just getting too narrow to accommodate the boat well. And, you know, too many people in the boat, it's scraping the bottom, you're not really getting anywhere.
Right.
However, for the last little while that you've been moving, you've had the uncomfortable feeling like something is watching you.
Mm-hmm.
How often can I cast this new spell, the detection of apparitions, basically?
It's a first level spell. It basically counts as a first level spell.
Yeah, so you can cast it as many times as you have a first, second, third, or fourth.
And I
even
imagine
fifth
it would
level
last for a while, though, right? It wouldn't just be like a 1 minute.
Well, it's exactly like detect good or evil. It basically same duration. It functions the same. It's just that your version of it only reveals aberrations.
Right. Okay.
What's the duration of see evil?
That's what I was looking to see. Well, it just says up to 10 minutes. Well, I would say if I'm getting a strong indication that I may want to go ahead and cast it, just to see if I can get a bead on where the thing is looking at us from.
Okay. So what's the range on it?
I apologize. Range is just 30 feet. Also, I would sense if there's been... Well, nah, that's fine. It can also penetrate most barriers.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
There we go.
So do a little jog around this, Finn. Be good area range. Scan.
Yeah.
All right.
And the protection spell, is that just... I'm sorry, I should look up. It's the same as protection from good and evil, right?
Good and evil, but specifically it only works for aberrations.
Yeah.
And like I said, you basically get these spells prepared as bonuses.
Yeah.
So you always have them prepared. They don't count against your list.
Okay, great.
Perks of being a gatekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I guess it only works with one person, though.
Oh, the protection?
Yeah.
Unless, I don't know if you can cast it at higher levels and affect more.
You have an animal companion now, Jeff.
I do?
Yeah, right over your left shoulder.
Oh, in real life. I thought you meant in the game. I was like, what? Where? Who?
Right?
Yes, that's my cat.
Nice. You know, honestly, I'm just not going to worry about it that much right now, because at least according to the spell, it only does one person, and it's a concentration thing, so
Yeah.
kind of need to have other things going on.
Okay. So that yellow glowing field is the radius of your spell.
Great. All right. Well, everybody be ready for any possibilities.
No, try.
I'd say let's be on the defensive, maybe not all be in one line or anything, you know? I'm going to go ahead and fly about 10 feet above the ground. Try to get a little more of a view of the area.
All right. Getting a little higher up, you're able to see over some of the brush a little easier.
Cool.
And there are some trees.
Right.
Okay.
Right,
Orvok,
guys, so nothing sneaks up on you.
Orvok indicates that we need to keep heading this way.
All right. South?
Well, kind of.
Southeast.
That way. Southeast. Okay, right there. All of a sudden, you feel presences that make your skin crawl.
All right.
Seems to be coming from the water. Here and here.
All right. I whisper in motion that there are things in the water.
They're called fish, Finn. No, please.
And they're slimy, but that's nothing to hold against them.
Right. So I want to see if we can sneak up and surprise. But I motion for Meat Shield to be in front of us. Tell them.
Yes.
Go leap in the water. Cannonball.
Not really a meat shield, more of a metal shield, you know.
Yeah. A practical shield.
Can you swim?
He can walk through the water.
You're like Data. You just sink to the bottom.
Yeah. And definitely this water level is not a problem that would cause him to be crushed by pressure. So
I guess we'll slowly and cautiously approach, trying to sneak up.
okay, so make your stealth rolls.
I love doing stealth rolls.
Oh, you know what? I go ahead and cast Pass Without Trace for us too. No, I can't. Can I?
Wow.
Right.
You know what? Take away that Pass Without Trace, just because I don't want. I've got to have. These are both concentration spells I've got going on.
Interesting.
So I got 32. It's up at top though because there was a whole bunch of guidance thing rolls that pushed it up.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, before you go much further, all of a sudden things explode up out of the muck and water.
All right.
Surprise!
Because they have a very interesting ability.
I'm sure they do.
Oh, so the stealth didn't matter?
They sense magic.
Oh.
And you guys are wearing all kinds of magic.
Oh yeah.
Good magic.
Now we've got a magical spell going on.
All right. Let's make you some friends.
I like prints.
Oh, let's not. Oh, they look nice.
Huh.
Oh, okay. All right.
Do our characters recognize what these things are?
I think that's what was in the stew last night.
Oh, it's okay.
Do our characters know? Any of our
Probably not.
Okay.
But these are aberrations, though, right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh.
definitely.
Favorite enemy.
There you go. This is kind of the full image for them.
They're friendly little guys.
Yeah, they look real great.
Nice.
They just want to play.
Yeah.
I think maybe before you put those images up, Lister's mate said, "Oh my God, it's a Loch Ness monster." I wish it was a Loch Ness monster. It'd be better than these guys.
Alrighty. So I guess it's time for that wonderful initiative.
Yep.
Don't say.
Oh, first fight of the session.
Aw, man.
All right. Thanks to my feral instincts, this will be with advantage. Never mind, I got a crit initiative, so.
Wow.
Alright, let me add myself to the tracker. Or, never mind, I can't. Forgot to select my token.
I didn't this time. Woo!
It's always one of you.
And because of it, you get a 0.
Oh, no.
So, because on the stream, unfortunately, I can't have the whole map shown with the other stuff. There's, 6 of them?
Yes.
These creatures? Okay. So I know, folks, I know you're not seeing all of them, but you're seeing the 3 there are right below us. And there's other 3 to our east or the right of the map.
It's a trap.
Okay. So here we go. Tolthus, guess what? You're first.
Hooray! Alright, so these things obviously come out of the muck and mud and have very hostile intent, I'm sure.
Very.
So,
They could be saying hi. We don't know.
he will go ahead and obviously begin the ceremony of bursting into a rage and throwing himself at them.
You know what would be really useful right now?
Okay,
Aberrations.
so definitely you are now in difficult terrain.
Yes. Go ahead and make sure he interposes himself. So let's get out these little bits of wallop for the heck of it. And you know what? These will actually be reckless attacks. So let me switch to rolling with advantage. Haha! Crit!
Wow.
Well, all right then.
Where'd the damage go? There it is.
Okay.
Alright, so 14 off the bat. Another attack. Another crit.
Holy.
Jeez.
So which one are you attacking?
The one to my left.
Okay, cool.
Or, well, I guess the way we're facing it would be technically to Tolthus's right, but on the
All
map
right,
to the
that's okay.
Yep.
The one on the I figured this one over here.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
And since he no longer has a bonus action to send out a third attack, he will go ahead and promptly end the turn.
Okay. Let's see.
Which one did you hit?
The one to the left.
Cool. Oh, wow, 2 criticals, huh? That's amazing.
Indeed.
And it's still standing.
Yes, it's definitely still standing. Oh, right. It's over here. So. Yep. Okay.
Lister's mate in the live chat says they look like gremlins standing in a river. Oh no! He says he really can't tell what they are on my TV screen. Well, they're actually kind of like, they have these big pinchers, so they're almost like some kind of like crab, mutant crab or something, I guess, right?
It looks like if Cthulhu had a baby with a lobster.
Yeah. There you go. Nice. That's a great description, actually. Oh, so these guys are going now? These lobster Cthulhu things?
Yep, they're going.
Did the one that Talthus hit look hurt?
It does look hurt, but it's still very much alive. And just because of the way things worked out, well, we'll move him up here because he can, and he'll move here. Okay. Fun times. Actually, there. Okay, so one of these gets to attack Finn.
Now, I know I said I'm 10 feet off the ground, but I assume I'm still within their grasping range.
They got a 10-foot reach.
Gotcha, okay.
And they're large creatures to begin with.
Okay.
Tolthus.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And I think that's it for them this turn.
See, their name is sort of like a too cool. How do you pronounce that? Chul.
Chul. Yep. So, hey, Carl.
It's my turn. Sorry. Okay. I can move a little bit and still do my 2 attacks, right?
Yeah. You can move at least, your standard move speed and then still attack.
These are all 5, right?
Yeah, all the squares are 5 feet.
Just want to do my little sniper then, if possible. Okay. All right, so the one that Talthus hit.
Okay.
Well, no, maybe I should. Man, it's hurt though. But I don't know. Well, Orvok should be able to take care of himself against these things and help out Jeff's character. So, okay, the one that Talthus is hurt, I'm going to shoot a couple times. Or try to. And I get a +4 to damage if I hit any.
Okay, well, the first one's definitely a hit. The second one's a miss.
All right, so I hit once, so that's 9 + 4, that's 13. Plus, it's already hurt, right? So I get
yeah.
Yep. Sorry, it's been
your extra. I think it's D8, isn't it?
Yeah. Do I have a D6 thing too?
Well, yeah. If you use Hunter's Mark.
Oh yeah. Is it okay if I said I use that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
That's a bonus action to use Hunter's Mark, I believe.
I think so.
So minus another 7.
Yep.
Okay, Kalina.
All right. I'm gonna move over here and attack that. That's the one Tulsa's attacked, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna stab it with my rapier. Oh, 27. That's nice.
Nice.
I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah, that's
And I can do sneak attack.
You sounded hesitant for a second. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, so 28 total with the sneak attack.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
And I'm going to disengage and get the hell out of there.
Okay. So, yep, 20, 28. Alrighty. But it just wants to cuddle. Yeah.
Cuddle with Telthus.
Okay.
Orvok gets to go before me.
And Orvok's a druid, right?
Yeah, Orvok's a druid. Okay.
Is he an orc? Or a half-orc, did you say?
He's an orc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Hopefully he can do some good damage. In the chat, Lister's Mate says, why am I picturing Finn trying to ride one of these things like a pony?
I don't know.
Because you know Finn?
Yeah. That'd be cool, riding one of these in the battle.
Sure. It'd be
Okay.
great if they weren't trying to kill us all.
Oh, shoot. It didn't. Hate it when it does that. Okay. Hang on a minute. It didn't transfer something over it was supposed to.
So, wait, Fan, I missed your turn. Did you attack them?
Oh, I haven't gone yet?
Yeah,
that's
Orvok
right.
is
Yeah,
first.
you're 8. Okay, I see.
And the thing was not loading what I asked it to.
Oh, this is one
right.
good initiative roll, man.
Yeah, I got a bad initiative.
Oh, Nate is very focused.
He throws a thunder wave.
Nice.
That sounds good.
And no allies, as far as I see, are within 15. Okay, maybe not, because he'd hit Finn. No, Finn's up in the air, so
I'm up in the air as long as
that would be okay.
Yeah.
So he throws out thunder wave to send out a shock wave to knock these two away from him. So they need to make saving throws. Let's see, we got Constitution saves. Well, the first one's getting knocked back.
All right.
The other one made it, so we got... Okay. Alright, so 8 points of damage, so this one takes 8, and the other takes half.
Well, as he's doing that, folks, one thing on Super Geeked Up I do is I send out super geeky questions of the day, and today's was, if you could have any fictional food, what would you want? And so if you're in the live chat, feel free to share. But so far, we've already got some tweets. Like Rena Strober says Harry Potter chocolate frogs. The Delta Chronicle says blue milk. And Carrie Johnson says Scooby Snacks, which would be my choice.
All right, Finn, you're up.
All right, great. So first thing I'm going to do, I will be changing into an elemental, but I can do that as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
First, I'm going to cast Call Lightning as a 5th level spell, and I'm going to do it between these two. So I'll hit both of the ones that are
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
So, and I should be able to, with Nature's Fury, avoid. Is Nature's Fury now just like an ability that I have? I think that Nature's Fury will just allow me to
bypass damage resistance.
Yeah.
Aberrations, aberrations, damage resistance does not apply to your spells.
Okay, gotcha. So here is lightning. So 36 damage to both of them, unless they can get a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yay! All right. And then I'm also just going to, as a bonus action, but not doing anything else, changing into an air elemental.
Okay.
Oops. Let me not confuse these too much. Is that all right?
Okay. Yeah, I'll just move you off camera here. We'll bring you back when needed. Okay. So that was Finn.
Yep.
Totus.
Excellent. Well, if nothing else, let's continue this onslaught with obviously reckless attacks, and this time I get to use my left hand. 24 hit?
24 would hit, definitely.
Slap.
I hope so.
Yeah.
You might be in trouble if it doesn't.
It is an 18 hit.
The 16 actually kills the first one.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, okay. That's just... So, I guess that next attack would be forwarded at the one closest to him.
Yep, and that will hit.
Excellent. Then, you know what? Let's get in the left jab. That was, just subtract 1 from the damage.
Okay.
So 10.
Minus 10. Alrighty.
And then I'll go ahead and move myself right in between these two little dudes. I say little, but they're large.
Yep.
How big are these things?
Large. They're
Yeah.
big.
They're taking up 4 squares, though.
Alrighty. So, scuttles back forward. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see here. We've got going after the druid.
In the chat, by the way, Lister's mate says, if you're going to kill them, overkill them. Like yesterday, he was telling me he wants to play a character on our show where he just overkills everything. And I'm like, please stay away from my character.
All right, so these two Chol ripped Orvok apart.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, God. We just met him. He's dead already.
No!
Okay. So, going against...
It's okay. In the wise words of
Totus.
Carr, Orvok can handle himself.
Damn.
Is that what Carv said?
He's not a very good druid, apparently.
Oh, go listen to Carv, man. He freaking wants to kill everybody, and then he just lets people to die. And
Hey, you know.
are you secretly an aberration yourself?
It might be.
It
No.
would make so much sense.
It makes
there's
so
some
much sense now.
There's some big twist going to come up at the end of this game.
All right, so as to the air elemental getting slashed up,
Finn, you summoned that, right?
that is Finn.
You change into it. Okay.
Wild shaped
Yeah,
into it.
and also just to let you know, I mean, I do have damage resistance to
That's-
bludgeoning and piercing.
What I thought, and obviously they can't grapple you because you don't have any physical form to grapple,
Right.
which is helpful.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and then okay, and then going for Finn again. Alrighty.
They didn't hit him?
So they hit with both, right? But it's kind
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many hit points do you have as an air elemental?
A lot.
A lot. 92,
Okay, cool.
but now 66.
Well, you just change back when you get down, though, right? To your normal
Yeah.
form?
Yeah.
Just shifts back. Alright, so Kalina.
Are we skipping Carve? We should, because he's such a jerk.
Did we skip?
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Carve is there. Sorry, the turn order shifted on me. So, all right. Yep, it is Carve.
My only guilty of thinking he's a better druid than he is, apparently.
That's true. I thought he was going to be tougher than that, too, actually.
All right. Well, I guess I better shoot one of the Orvok's dudes before they tear us apart. So,
Seems reasonable.
Which reminds me, I probably shouldn't be like walking any closer. So back just. All right, so I'll shoot the dude on the north. Or did he injure any of them? Oh yeah, he injured the one that's top of him, right? The north of him, correct?
Let's see.
He knocked him back. I'm assuming that injured him.
Yeah, I mean a little bit.
All right, I'll shoot that one.
Like stubbed his toe on the thunder wave.
Gosh, let's shoot one. See if I hit. Okay, boom.
Lister's mate's telling you to shoot them in the nutsack.
Nice.
I'm not sure if they have those, but
All right, that hit. That's pretty good. Yeah. So 11.
Yeah.
Let's try again. I'm thinking about sharpshooting, but I hate to miss. So.
Okay, so right. So we add 4 to this for the favored enemy.
That's correct.
Okay,
yes.
so 15.
And then I think I hit again. There's another 26 to hit.
Yeah,
so.
well, yeah, that's gonna hit. So that's another 14.
And then I've moved my hunter's mark over to the next new target, and do my other.
There's another 8.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
No,
Not too bad.
Bad. Kalina.
just pretend they're goblins, Carve.
I see a cemetery. Unfortunately, I'm thinking it's us. But
Oh. You're looking around and you're saying, I see dead people. And it does!
Alright, I'm going to move up there to the one of the ones Tolthus is by. And once again, I'm going to slash out with my rapier.
Nice.
And then hits, right? 22.
Oh yeah, 22
And then
hits.
sneak attack. Oh yeah,
Oh.
sneak attack.
Oh.
38. Total.
Hello.
I love sneak attack.
All right. That one screeches an unearthly cry. And Orvok is no longer on the initial order.
Let's say that's Orvok.
Orvok!
You could
Okay.
turn undead.
Two that I lightning blasted before. I'm just gonna blast them with lightning another time. Let's see. Sorry. So 34, unless they make their dexterity save.
Okay. What's your DC?
My DC is 15.
Okay, so that one made it,
Yeah.
and that one did not.
The one takes 34, the other...
Okay, the other one takes half of it, so they're going to take 17.
Yep. Did one of them die?
Nope.
Wow.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, if I move, they can get an attack of opportunity against me, correct?
Correct.
So no, I stay there. Because I mean the lightning is my attack. I can't do whirl.
Oh, gotcha.
At the same time. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Tolthus.
Excellent. The one Kalina hit, definitely, I will sustain the assault upon. So, more reckless attacks for the halibut. 17.
17 will hit.
Smack.
Which you hitting the one still that Kalina hit?
Yes.
Okay,
The one that
focus
is
on
already
that. All right,
been
got it.
injured, yes. Alright.
All right.
And if he is still up, then...
he is.
Not anymore.
Nice.
3 criticals this fight for you, man.
19.
Mhm.
It's still standing.
Oh,
Ugh.
surprising. Then let's get a left hook in there.
That'll hit. And now it finally topples
Excellent.
into the muck with a splash
2 down, 4 to go.
that sends a wave of ick over Kalina.
Oh. Alright, then I'm going to yell, Tolthus, come on!
The worst part is Tolthus doesn't even know that Orvok is downed. He's just focusing on punching each of these things until submission.
how these pincher dudes are going. Oh, he's going to Carve.
No, they don't need a turn.
I thought he was running away. Oh, hello. I have a new dance partner.
Alright. So, Carve. It reaches out to grab you.
Reach out and touch somebody.
Yep.
That's no good.
Peg it in the head.
Oh, wow.
But it doesn't manage to connect.
Yes.
So, Kalina.
So if anybody wants to help me out, I'm no Orvok, so I might need some help.
Hey, Carve, here's some advice. Jump on your glide wing.
Oh yeah, I forgot my glide wing.
That's not doing anything to me.
So,
Wow.
does Nate, does a 22 or 23 hit you?
Luckily, yes.
Do both hit you, or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just scooted by.
Okay, and you're now grappled.
Excellent.
Oh.
Not excellent.
The other one swipes at the air elemental still there. And misses the second one, I'm sure, but hits with the other one. Okay.
More damage, yep.
So then it is Carve.
So up this close, if I shoot them, am I at a disadvantage in some way?
You are. You have disadvantage. It is you're within its reach.
Right?
He could, and then he can't attack.
Wait, he doesn't have disengage as a bonus?
He doesn't have to.
I thought he got it at one point, no? That was something else?
Do you?
I have something.
That was Dash's bonus action.
Dash.
Dashes,
He can
yeah.
dash. But,
right.
yeah, no, he can't.
And I can move through the space of any creature that is a size larger than me, and I feel like there was something else. Opportunity attacks against you are made with a disadvantage.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, well, that's good.
Alright, so I guess I'll move, or try to disengage and dash away.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah, you could actually disengage and double move away, because you can use your bonus action to move again.
Yeah, how far?
So your move speed twice. So whatever your...
So like 50 or something?
You could move and then jump on your glide wing and take off, so they can't.
Oh, yeah, we always forget about Red Wing.
I forgot. Yeah, is my glide wing with us?
You didn't say you were taking him,
No,
so
I didn't.
I'm assuming he's on the ship, you know.
Yeah, I left him back. I've been really paranoid that this one's going to die again. Okay, I'll try this. I'll try moving. How come I can't? Oh, never mind. Is that cool? Did it get me? Anything?
No. Well, I mean, I got to roll, but, you know, that's fine. Wow.
Man,
Disadvantage, he still got you
that sucks.
for
Jeez.
11 points of damage.
It's alright. It's alright.
You got plenty of hit points.
Oh, I was getting ready to delete mine. Almost double delete it. Okay, cool.
I'm okay.
Alright, cool. I can't do anything else though, right? Or can I?
No.
Okay, cool.
Galena.
All right. So I'm going to move.
Disengage and get out.
Yeah, I'm disengaging. As I'm moving over there, I'm going to wipe some of the muck on Tolfus' face. They splashed into me.
Hey, Tolthus.
Yeah, as I go by, I'm just going to do that real quick and say, here you go. And then I'm going to attack that one right above me. Once again with my handy rapier. Oh, that is not failing me once again.
Nice.
And then a nice sneak attack. Yeah, for a total of 33.
Jeez.
Wow.
Good.
Dude, I'm so much more powerful at these levels now than I used to.
Oh,
you
yeah.
skewer it, it squeals, and then
Yeah.
drops.
Oh, I got excited. I was not going to keep right off.
I need to get a sneak attack. Do Rangers ever get sneak attack?
No, Rangers
Oh.
don't.
Because you're not as cool as rogues.
Darn it.
Rogues are the coolest. Rangers are the droolest. I don't know. I couldn't rhyme with that.
Okay. Finn!
Yeah. Let's see. I was just looking at my my attack as an air elemental to see if I want to do that or not. I'll just stick with the lightning. That's been doing a good job. So the one that's still up right beside me. Go ahead.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolts on
Lightning bolt.
at 23.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
See if it
Okay.
makes the dex save.
It does.
Dang.
Surprisingly enough. Alright.
Well, 11 or 12 damage. Still up?
It is still up.
Alright.
Did it hit you last round?
What's that?
I don't think it hit you last round. So, Solthis,
Yes.
do something.
Do you think more punching would be good?
Invited to dance.
It might dance worse than you.
You never know.
That's right.
So let's go ahead and run over here, and he'll finally notice the slain Orvok, and he's very dead set on making this thing a nice, fine paste. So, punching away.
Still recklessly swinging.
Yes, these are still
Very
reckless attacks.
Good, because you, if that 11 had been the...
Alright. Those are all the swift jabs from me.
Those are good rolls. Shouldn't have changed.
Yeah. Great roll.
Well,
Okay.
actually, those are all pretty bad rolls. It's just all the mods on them that
Yeah.
make it better.
Alright, so
Hey,
you
when
keep
you're level 12,
punching
that's
and fracturing some of its chitin and armor and just keep jabbing it. So this is done, so now it is time for these fun friends.
Snip,
It gets tired of going after something with no meat.
No.
Oh! It grabbed him.
Oh, yuck.
Alright, so the
wait,
second
that's,
one missed.
18?
But, yes, that's 18 from a
But
crit.
I can half that with my, whatever the hell it's called.
Reaction.
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's only
uncanny
9.
dodge.
Ha ha ha.
But you are grappled. So
Oh,
you
that's
have
good.
to get out of the grapple before you can get... before you'd be able to move away from it.
Okay.
Alright, so this one's over here. And if I...
Lister's mate is requesting Tolthus crack one open like a lobster.
Good idea.
I'm going to attempt to.
And then you can eat it.
And the other one chases after Carve. Because nom 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 nom.
And there's no meat on me. I'm little.
And it grabs you.
If you're like, but if you're like the hobbits in Lord of the Rings, you eat a lot, so there's a lot of meat on you.
He's not that kind of halfling.
Yeah. So
Okay.
did it hit Carve, right?
Yep, and he is now grabbed. So one has Kalina, one has Carve. And did I swing at Tolthus? No, I haven't swung at
No.
Tolthus yet. So I need to do that.
Go ahead.
Ooh, there's a
Mark, you see
crit.
that? The damage you got?
Wow.
I think he already adjusted mine.
So
Oh, he's doing it? Okay, cool.
Yep,
yeah,
I already took damage.
I didn't do it to yours.
I did.
yet.
I got mine.
Okay. So Tolthus, you adjusting your hit
Mhm.
points? Okay. And the
Uh-huh.
second one, not quite there.
Excellent.
Carve, you have a friend. He's getting a little friendly.
I can't really do anything except
Does
counter
Carv have
grapple, right?
any weapons except his bow and arrow?
I have a sword.
Yeah, I mean, you could
You
draw
really
the
thrill
sword.
like I have a
instead.
sword.
I got a short
It's not
sword.
as cool.
Get out your shell cracker.
So, yeah, you would have to use your action to try to get out of the grapple. Either via athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
You can do it.
It's weird. My character sheet is like a short sword twice. Strange. Okay. So grapple, and what do I hit again? I'm sorry. What do I have to do?
You can either do athletics or acrobatics to try to either wiggle out or, brute strength your way out.
Okay.
Hey, that's a good
Nice.
one.
Oh, yeah, you're out.
Oh, yeah.
It's only 14. You managed to, force the claw open enough to get yourself back down and out.
Okay. But if I shoot him, I'm at a disadvantage, right?
Well, you have to use your action to make the escape check. So at this point, you wouldn't be able to act. Other than to move, which you could provoke an attack of opportunity about that. And honestly, I should have remembered that. The hit grapples you automatically, so you wouldn't have actually been able to leave it the last round. When it hits you with the attack, you would have been
Halfling luck.
grabbed.
That was. All right, cool.
In the chat,
So,
Necrodia says use a frying pan. Well, or a magical frying pan, maybe
Yep.
we have.
I have a +4 frying pan, please. Can I buy one of those?
All right. So, done, Carved?
I don't have any other things I can do, right?
Well, unless you want to try to move away and see if it doesn't grab you again.
No, because they'll just chase after me again. I won't be able to get away far enough. So.
Okay. Kalina.
All right, so I'm grappled. Does that mean I can't attack it before I escape?
Oh, no, you can absolutely attack it. It doesn't hinder attacks. It just means you can't move. You can't go away from it.
Oh, well, I don't care. I don't really want to go away from it. I just want to stab it.
Okay.
So I'm just... yeah. Oh, wait. I can't do sneak attack, though, huh? Because nobody's near me if I do it.
Finn is.
Now,
I'm there, but yeah.
oh, you
Yeah.
are. You are in range, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or, okay, but if I escape it, that's my action, right?
Right.
But then I could do disengage as a bonus and still move, right?
Correct.
Interesting. Is this one damaged at all? Have we hit this one?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's been shot multiple times with lightning.
All right, I'm just going to attack it then. With my rapier. And then
Nice.
That's a
sneak attack.
hit. Oh.
38.
Dang.
That ought to skewer it.
You put it straight through its beady eye.
Ha! That's one way to get it to drop me.
Yes. It lands on you. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that'd be gross. All right, hey,
All right.
2 for Tulthus, 2 for Kalina. Come on, guys, catch up. Kill some of them.
I say, good job, Kalina.
Finn.
All right. So I'm going to shoot the one by Carve with lightning. So a 30, unless it makes a save.
All right. Nope.
Yay! That take it out. Nope.
Boom. Nope. It's still up.
All right.
But it looks a little charred.
Good.
Tulthus.
Yeah, me punch good. So, obviously, right hand! Ah! This is reckless, of course. Smack.
Okay. Yep, that's a hit.
Nice.
Yeah!
Another crit.
You and the
Jesus.
crits tonight.
That's amazing.
All right. Keep going, big man.
Okay, well, offhand attack of... Ah!
And it's still alive.
Jeez.
Wow.
He'll simply, just, he knows this thing will go down, regardless of how long it takes.
Okay. So, the Chul that's holding Tolthus, its tentacles slither over your face.
No!
As it brings you into them. Make a Constitution save.
I was trying to kiss you. Nice.
Make it.
Oh my god, another crit!
Wow.
What the hell?
Bite
That's
me.
5. I've never seen that many in a game by one person.
So
That's
it
insane.
proceeds to try to crush you and doesn't do so well. Okay, so then the last one is going after Carve. Oop. Got you with the second one, so you're grabbed again. Got it for your health.
Okay, cool.
So, and then Carve. You've been picked up again.
I guess
Stab
I'll
it
try
in
to
the eye
escape
with an
again.
arrow.
What's that?
I said, stab it in the eye with an arrow. Just take the arrow in your hand and.
Yeah, I think I have to ungrapple first, though.
No, you could draw your
That's fine.
sword
I
and
just
attack.
hit it with my rapier while I was grappled. I killed it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it doesn't
I already,
prevent
kill
you
yours,
from
though.
attacking.
I already hit the athletics, though, so.
That's okay. I mean, if you didn't realize that you couldn't do it, that you could attack, or draw a weapon and do something else, I'll let you go back. It's fine.
Except I'm cool with it because I know it's not going to kill it, and I know what's
Okay.
going to do next. It's gonna hurt.
Okay.
So I like to
Okay.
postpone that long enough to get some help.
All right, Galena.
All right, so
I don't want the slithery thing.
I don't want that. You're thinking
I'm gonna move up
flashbacks.
here. I'll move up there and say, "What's up, Tolthus? Let me show you how it's done." And just kidding. And then I will once again my trusty rapier. Oh, not so trusty this time.
Finally missed.
Finally missed. Boo.
Because
Well,
you
I
had
will
to say
disengage
something.
then and move a little bit away.
Okay. Finn.
All right, shooting
I'm-
lightning to the one that's by Carve one more time. Hopefully, take it out. 28.
And failed the save, and that is a cooked chul.
All right. Yes. Finally.
Awesome, thank you.
Meat's back on the menu.
I was holding it still for you.
Yeah, good. Good. It worked.
Tolthus.
Okay.
Finish him.
Since his weapons are his hands, I would like to flavor this attack. He'll essentially try to grab hold of the limb that has him held and rip it off, then proceed to beat the creature with it.
Okay.
This is reckless. Oh,
Oh! God.
Jeez.
And he rips its arm off and then begins clubbing it over and over and over as it's just on the ground.
Okay, never mind. You showed me how it's done.
I take it back.
Wow.
6 criticals in one fight? You gotta be kidding me.
That's
Right.
insane.
And what's funny is they've always been on the first roll too, never the second.
Yeah.
So I could have gone basically not recklessly attacking and got 6 criticals. Well, either way, he continues beating the shit out of it since he has a sense of battlefield awareness that at least gives him the gist they've won.
Okay. So after you turn it into lobster bisque, you know which direction you needed to travel in, at least. Now that, unfortunately, Orvok is no more.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Can we, should we, like, maybe bury him or something, or?
Oh, definitely. We should take him along and give him a proper service. Is it terrible to put him in a bag of holding?
No.
Oh, what?
I mean,
I don't think so. No,
Well, no.
you just wrap him up and put him in
Oh,
a
we
bag
could put
of
people in
holding.
there? Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't want to put somebody in there that's alive. There's limited air.
The real question is, can he fit in the bag of holding? You know, through its opening?
Yeah, I mean, it's a decent size opening, and he's not as big as he used to be.
Okay.
He's in a couple pieces.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, gross.
So let's just do that.
Okay. So, going to continue your path?
Wait, do we know? We don't know what these things were called, right? These creatures?
No.
Can we do any kind of check?
Arcana would be the closest one.
Yeah. Oh, 17. Not bad.
Well, that's great.
That's very good.
Strangely, for once, Tolthus knows these.
He's judging by the fact that he's never seen a creature like this before, and all of the noodly appendages that were seeping from its mouth, or what he thinks was its mouth, pertains possibly to the same type of horrible abominations known as aberrations.
Certainly, and you have heard of them before, the Chul. They are opportunists, mostly. I mean, they kind of eat what they come across.
Yeah.
But they do have an innate sense of magic.
Well, they came across the wrong party, I know that much.
Right.
A little bit.
Well, if we want, because does Orbach actually have a home, or should we bury him at the Sacred Grove?
Well, you don't know. Karag probably knows more about him than...
Yeah, I think we can wait to speak to Karag and go over there. I mean, I can also ask if he thinks Orvok would be interested in being resurrected, but I would suspect not.
Well, there we go.
Why not?
But we can always ask.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of feel
if
like
there's ever doubt,
it's like once nature takes you, it seems like a natural thing to, unless you have unfinished business, maybe,
Well, if there's ever doubt, Carve says yes to resurrection.
Okay.
Well, Finn's version of resurrection, you may not be a halfling anymore.
That's okay. Mix it up.
All right.
That's right.
You just want to come back.
See, that way you don't have to worry about being the last of your tribe anymore. You'll be like, holy moly, I belong to a giant clan.
All right.
Yeah.
So, continue on?
Sounds about right.
Sure.
All right, so move yourselves forward. You know you were headed down this way.
Yeah. I didn't know if we're at about that time or if you're still trying to bring it.
Oh, we're going to go just a little further.
Okay, cool.
Not much, just a little.
Well, I'm just going to continue along in my elemental form right now.
Okay. So you come to an island where you see a set of standing stones. However, it looks like there are two out of the pattern that are clearly not there.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. I mean, this is just at a distant view. You're seeing that. I mean, you kind of look at the pattern of the stones, and there should be more there. Just also from the diagrams and things that Karag went over with you. There also seems to be, like, some broken stones in among the, around here. Hang on, around here.
Broken stones?
Yeah, you can't quite make it out from where you are.
All right. I go ahead and fly up maybe 30 or 40 feet, flying towards here, like about here, to try to get a closer look. And does it look like this was a seal? Does it look like
this would be one of the great seals?
All right.
But it has clearly been broken.
Well, I go ahead and get a good flight up and look and see if I can see where the stones went, or if I think the shattered stones are part of what was originally standing there.
Okay. No, the shattered stones, it's all just a small bit of shattered stone.
Okay.
I mean, these great holes here,
yeah,
it's like a divot. There's like a round indentation in the ground where the stone should be, and there's nothing there.
Right. Well, I fly up and I look and see if I can see where any stones have been dragged, or if it just looks like they're just completely missing.
No, there's nothing that you can see. Although, how close did you get to the? You got to there. Go ahead and make me a perception check before you go up into the air very high.
Yeah. 20.
You get when you're here, you get a closer look at the shattered stone.
Yeah.
One of the fragments you can see is Karag's head.
It's his head?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
So he's dead.
I back off slightly. Yeah.
Could be a migraine.
And I right.
Most migraines don't turn you to stone and then shatter you.
Feels like it.
I might feel like it, but
it looks like the seal has been broken, and the Karag that we were meeting appears to be dead.
You know, you need some tougher druids. I mean,
in the middle of those stones. Oh, Karag was tough.
Instead of that, I'll say, I'm very sorry for your loss, Finn.
I didn't know.
Is Karag the one who was kind of your mentor in the Grove?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
He was the druid who helped reseal Dulgrathir.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously Kalina will console Finn and say, we will get vengeance on these fiends.
Well, we need to reseal this. We need to reseal this, and yes, find out what did this too. I assume that I can't seal it back without the missing stones, right?
Right. The problem here is this isn't just a matter of resealing it. At this point, you'd have to reconstruct it.
Right.
Which you don't know how to do.
Right.
We never got that far in the handbook.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I can work with the earth and everything, but I don't know how to recreate these stones. Wow.
Are these like, can more things keep coming out of them, or did something...
Well, okay, there's two kinds of seals, okay? There's the seals that bind a specific Dalekir to, basically imprison it. And then there are also seals that keep Zoriat from being able to brush the world. The planes of Eberron have, I guess, orbits would be the best way to describe it. There are times when the planes draw near to the mortal world, and at that point, if they brush the world, things from that plane can kind of cross over at certain points. Like, they don't need magical portals or anything to do it. They're just certain portions of the world that are kind of in tune with those dimensions, and at that point, when the plane comes close, they can just cross over at those points. The other types of seals the gatekeepers put up were to keep Zoriat from being able to actually brush the world.
Can we tell what kind of seals these were?
Yeah,
this was one intended to shield the world from being in contact with Zoriat.
All right. So we can be in real trouble here. Zoria could be crossing over. Things could be crossing over from Zoria.
Well, there are still more seals in place, but it means that the protection has been weakened.
Right. Okay, well, we need to find out what's doing this. And,
we need to find his emissary.
yeah, I would suggest instead of going immediately into the thick of this, that we look around the area and see if we see Ruukan.
Okay. Do you want to examine, like, go into the circle here and, take an actual look? Because you haven't actually crossed over in there to look at it.
Yeah, go for it.
Why not, right?
Sure.
I'm just asking if the group is going to go over there or if you're just going to stay on the other side of the...
Might as well.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and go cautiously.
I'm going to stay back with my bow and arrow and cover you guys in case something pops up.
Right.
Gee, thanks.
That's where I'm best at. I'm a sniper.
Okay. So, you're taking a look at these. Taking a look at this. Go ahead and make perception checks. Oh, damn.
Oh, not bad.
Finn got 23?
Yeah, I got 20.
Yeah,
Nice.
Finn is looking at where the stone should be. It's a bizarre. I mean, it's like a perfectly rounded divot in the ground.
Yeah. So it looks like maybe the stone was lifted or disappeared.
Maybe disappeared.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
You don't see any trace of stone anywhere.
This doesn't look like half of a globe, does it?
Now that you mention it.
Oh, it does?
It's a perfectly rounded divot in the ground, like spherical.
Oh, so not just the divot of the size of these stones, but a divot of, like, it could be the black sun.
Possibly. I mean, the fact that there's no traces of stone anywhere.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we definitely
Hang
saw
on, these
that.
stones were keeping the seal in place? That's what they were doing?
Yes, shielding the world from being in contact with Zoriat.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a different world or demons or something?
It's in another plane of existence. Zoriat is the plane of madness. It's the home plane of the Dalekir.
Okay, and they could cross over if this is not sealed.
If more of the seals break, it's possible that Zoriat could touch Eberron again, allowing for a potential another planar invasion. The Dalekir crossing over with armies of horrors from Zoriat.
So not a tender touch.
No.
So I take a really good look at the remnants of Karag and try to figure out exactly how he was killed.
I mean, he looks like a statue that got shattered. And way too detailed to be like
someone. Yeah. This is definitely not the work of masons.
Petrified and then shattered.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. All right.
Okay. So let me go ahead and
So this is kind of weird, though. So last we knew, we thought the widow had this black sun.
I know, that's the thing.
But why would she want to destroy these seals? Unless she doesn't have it anymore. Or she's not, I know who we thought she was, obviously. We don't really know who she is in the first place.
We literally know nothing about her other than that she supposedly came from Seer and has a bodyguard. That's about it.
And she's helped a lot of the Syrian people. We do know that.
Yep. Yeah, I
All right.
just
So
don't know
let's,
right now.
Mm-hmm.
so let's see. We need a. One moment. I'm gonna draw something here real quick.
Oh, folks, here we go. It's building to the big cliffhanger, folks, I feel.
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have cliffhangers around here.
Oh, never.
Oh, really?
We don't do those.
Oh, and
silly
by the way,
things.
listeners made in the chat. I guess he's looking at those holes on the screen. He thinks maybe there's a groundhog, and now he's thinking of Caddyshack. That'd be nice if it was just groundhogs that came out of those
Groundhog.
holes. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and not horrible
Obviously.
demons.
I thought you said ground hag.
Yeah, I did too.
That could be. Is that something?
That's
that
actually a
sounds
cool idea.
It sounds like something
Oh.
that should be, right?
On work.
A ground hag.
definitely.
No, wait. I see a potential date. A ground hag.
All right. So suddenly the ground turns slimy.
In that purple box area.
Yep.
All
So
right.
all of that is now difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, I mean, I should be floating above the ground, but I see.
How high up in the from the ground are you?
I mean, I would say that I've still been going like at least 5 feet above the ground, but 5 or 10 feet.
Okay. So out of the murk and the brush on the far side of the river here, two things begin approaching.
Is this from the east here? So I can get the map for these viewers. Oh, I see him now. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell is that an eye of the beholder? And a there?
That seems very likely.
Yeah.
The other thin figure with
Mind
tentacles where its mouth should be and a kind of mauve color to its skin with dead white eyes walks beside the floating orb with eye stalks twitching.
Right. Okay.
So sorry, folks. I know you can't see it on our stream here, but yeah. So it's a beholder, right?
Yes. And it has a friend. A mind flayer.
Yeah.
Oh, you called it. Or you just
I
gave him a
did.
good idea.
I think he had already decided that.
Yeah, I know.
So,
They're a new comedy duo, you know. Beholder and the Mind Flayer.
Great. Can't wait to
As
see
in
the
buddies.
Alrighty.
Are we
So that's where
ending
we
it
stopped
there?
tonight.
yeah.
Jeez. Great. We just got through that fight. Now we got this goddamn beholder. That's the first time we fought a beholder in this game, right? We're going to?
Oh yeah. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever used one in D&D, so this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, very
It will
much
be.
so.
It'll be
They're
a
really-
battle.
Oof. It's
They're
going to be quite a
rough.
fight.
They
All right,
are
folks.
nasty, nasty things.
Thank you very much for watching, of course. Particularly the listeners, May and Acrodius, who were in the live chat. Thanks, guys. If you dig the kind of new format we're using here, please let us know. Or if you have suggestions, that I can definitely. We have a lot of creative control now to how I shape the way the screen is presented, so you can give us suggestions. You can put those in the comment section of this YouTube video, or just tweet us at SuperGeekedUp, or there's a contact form on our website, supergeekedup.com as well. On the screen right now, that's the all my information about our shows we do. Like Marks and I do DC Action Hour. We actually did a special episode last night where we talked about Wonder Woman movie and all the upcoming seasons of all the CW DC shows. You can catch that on our YouTube channel. And we had some really cool guests on. We had a lot of fun. And then, of course, Wednesday nights, including this Wednesday, is Super Geeked Up Live, which is we talk about kooky, geeky topics like what weapon would you use in a zombie apocalypse. And we do some geeky improv style games as well. It's always a lot of fun. That's 11 p.m. Wednesdays, and it's live streamed. And then let me go over to, I got some screens set up for these other cool folks. So, Trip, you want to tell people about what you're up to?
Oh, sure. So I have a fun steampunk web series called The League of S.T.E.A.M. You can check it out at leagueofsteam.com. We have 29 different monster hunting adventures, and it's really fun stuff. So check it out.
Awesome.
Nice.
And Marks?
Yeah, you can find me over at markspile.com, the podcast that I co-host called GenreTainment, where we interview different writers, actors, and directors and such. And also you can tweet at me on Twitter over at Mr. Marks.
Sweet. Nate?
Thank you very much. Yes, I am Nate, or aka Uncle Muffles, and if you care to have a good time, please hit me up on various social medias under that alias, for I do voice acting, dubbing, narrating, and plenty of other kooky crazy things with my mouth, so.
Come on.
Wow.
Every time,
All
man.
right.
It gets more sexual.
Yeah.
Gotta keep them on their toes.
You can't. You got to go the next step.
Wow. All right.
There you
Well,
go.
Somnus?
Of course, you can find me here playing games with these great folks and running more and more mayhem as we go into darker and darker territory. Things are going to get a little crazier around here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy,
Clearly.
can't wait. Remember, folks, we do have a Patreon page. That's actually how, through your support, I was able to do this kind of new stream method that we're using for all our shows here. It's patreon.com/supergeekedup, as you're seeing on your screen right now. Any amount, even if it's $1, that really helps us out a lot. And thank you so much for everybody who is supporting us. So we'll be back next Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're actually doing the game I'm GMing, Lady Blackbird, and actually it's very likely, it's a good shot, I don't know for sure, but it's a good chance it's going to be our last episode of that. They're just about at the end of the quest there. So you can tune in maybe to see our finale of that and catch up on it at supergeekedup.com. And let's see. And then you can catch us Wednesdays for Super Geeked Up, and we'll be back with the DC Action Hour October 15th when all those shows debut on the CW. All right, cool. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching live or in post, and we will see you soon. Have fun adventuring, everybody.